3 Weather Center. It is Monday. You're out that door to a cool and foggy start. Look for some areas of locally dense fog as we head through the afternoon. A mix of sunshine and clouds with highs today in the mid to upper 40s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Plumbing, electrical, heating and air, everything that makes your home your home. With Bonnie, you sure got that covered. And right now, get your air conditioner tuned up for just $79. Originally $129. Bonnie.com.
Bonnie.
The flagship.
Ball game. Sacramento wins.
KHTK AM and HD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140, the flagship station of your Sacramento Kings. Sactown Sports headlines.
I'm Nate Littlefield, and these are your Sactown Sports headlines. Crazy weekend in the NFL. 12 games were within a single score of each other. On Saturday, the Vikings completed the biggest comeback in NFL history after going down 33-0 against the Colts. The Raiders would attempt to outdo them, however. On the last play of regulation, this happened.
Mac Jones hands it off on a draw to Ramondre Stevenson, breaks out of a tackle at the 50, has the 45, breaks away from another tackle, pitches it backwards, and now Jacoby Myers spinning around, he throws it to Chandler Jones in midfield, and a sniffle! Chandler Jones racing towards the end zone! He scores! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I can't believe what I just saw! Again! I can't believe what I just saw! This is unbelievable! Wow! On the first night of Hanukkah, it's a miracle in Las Vegas!
Lionel Messi in Argentina would complete a miracle and win the World Cup yesterday against France in a game that would go to penalty kicks.
Gonzalo Montiel can win the World Cup for Argentina with this kick. Yes!
Also, we have the Kings taking on the Charlotte Hornets tonight at Golden One Center. The Hornets have lost 8 in a row, and the Kings look to make it 9. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. right here on Sactown Sports. Those are our headlines. Let's get back to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
Jay, hey, my headset's
Text or call the show at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Monday. A chat filled with soccer fan, Raider fan, and Kings fan, I would hope. It is Monday, December 19th, my sister and sister-in-law's birthdays. Which means twice the present, 6 days until Christmas. We have 4 days on the air for you this week, and then we will begin our holiday, stuff. No show Friday. Jason, I'm happy to report, I talked to him over the weekend. So his vacation actually started Friday. He was out before that with kidney stones. He was in great spirits, did the Kings game. Either the kidney stone passed or it moved, but he felt great after being laid up. Got a text from Jay last night. He was not feeling well. So Crazy Nate the Animal Littlefield in.
I'm a freak.
You're dangerous.
I'm out of control back here.
You need to just take a deep breath and calm down. Make sure that on those updates, people can hear you over all the screaming and yelling and spitting.
Yeah, there's no promises. I'm going to keep chugging coffee. And
you're basically like the English-speaking Andres Cantor.
Yes.
Do you get that reference?
Yeah, I listened to the audio this morning, and that is a tease for later on in the show.
Well,
it's a great call.
One of my and anyone who listens to the show for any length of time knows I think play-by-play voices are heroes. I love them. I admire the work they do, and I have, weirdly enough, I can't even manage to get sentences out of my mouth without lisping or doing something weird.
Me too.
Yeah, well, see, we have something in common.
Yeah.
I've been asked on a few occasions to do play-by-play for a couple of different sports through the years. And one of them was Sac Republic back when they started. I did the color commentary for years. And Republic's the only one I've ever been tempted to do because, first off, the pace of the game suits my style more. I could never do basketball. I couldn't do hockey. I couldn't pronounce the names. Hockey, for me, hockey play-by-play voices are like superheroes. I'm not a huge hockey fan, but I understand the massive difficulty in calling not only the speed of the game, understanding the game, but also the names. I mean, no joke. So many of the names in hockey are like, oh my God, they're like 17 syllables. It's difficult.
You don't have that in MLS?
A little, but it's a much slower paced game than hockey. Hockey is just Soccer, you can, it has very fast paced moments, but the overall pace of the game is far slower.
But when you're color, you take the back seat in those fast paced.
That's what I do. I just look at the pronunciation guide and get in where I fit it. Basketball, I would love to call, but again, too fast paced. I would just say pass to the guy, over to the guy, over to the guy, and then pass it, and then the guy, and there's a shot, and then hey, it's good. But I love the voices. I love the work. And hearing Andres Cantor on that call yesterday, which I probably listened to like legitimately 40 or 50 times. Because I also looked at the video of him as he was calling it and spitting all over the microphone and crying. And I think a lot of people who watched it got choked up just because it's pure emotion. Some people, including me, would say oftentimes play-by-play voices talk over the moment too much rather than doing what we call laying out, letting it breathe, especially on television. You don't have to guide the viewer as much as on radio. It's a different job altogether.
And this was a TV call, right?
This was a TV call. But what Cantor did, being from Argentina, being the foremost voice in soccer, I believe, was just so pure and so natural. And everyone who, whether you were an Argentina fan or not, everyone was swept up with him, and you saw the emotion, especially pouring out towards the end of the call. It was just fantastic, and it came through. We'll play that for you quite a few times later. And yeah, we will talk about that match. Studies show, I've seen them, studies show that soccer rates somewhere in the world of tennis. What was it? Tennis, women's golf, and IndyCar racing when it comes to what people want to hear in this market. But I believe there are exceptions to every rule. And I think the World Cup, and specifically yesterday's match, which then kicked off, pun intended, a wonderful day in the NFL, in which after the World Cup, as they were going from the World Cup to join, I don't know, what was it, Arizona and somebody, I didn't want any part of it. Just stick with the soccer and join the NFL game in progress. There were two games yesterday on the slate between teams that were both above 500. Yesterday's matchups on paper were turds. It was just a turdy day in the NFL. And I even tweeted out, this is one of them schedule losses for a weekend. The very few of these games are ultimately significant. What happens? We have arguably, of course, the most entertaining Sunday of the NFL season all year long. Overtime games, finishes that will be remembered for years and years and years to come, that will have names associated with them. Anytime you have a play in a game, and whether it's the Heidi game, the tuck rule, the immaculate reception, whatever it may be, it's always something. We had the best line put up all year in the NBA. There is a lot to get to. And we'll start with it right now with leading off. Nope. We do.
ATM Mortgage.
Hi, this is Jeff Tarbell with a very unique program for homeowners over 55 years old. How would you like to cut your house payment in half and maybe get some cash out too? Give ATM Mortgage a call. 916-338-9400. 888-338-9400 or online at atmmortgage.net.
ATM Mortgage.
License under California CFL and MLS 223-4889.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave here for Capital Casino, and the primetime football giveaway, it's back. They're giving away a total of $500 for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game, conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento with plenty of well-lit parking and some of the best food in a friendly environment. For more information on tournaments and gaming, please log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. As always, 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's do it.
It's time for Leading Off.
Brought to you by Lasher's Elk Grove Dodge, where for over 60 years, their name means a great deal in Elk Grove Auto Mall and online at elkgrovedodge.com. Here's cut number 1.
Endurance. Beats the pass. Broken up by Sabonis. Grabbed by Barnes. Long leak out. Finds Herter. He scores the basket. Detroit will take an immediate timeout. It's Harrison Barnes driving to the right, underneath the basket. Here comes Fox on the run. A hammer with the left hand, and that may be the play of the year as far as De'Aaron Fox is concerned. Oh, my. What a rip by De'Aaron with a left-hand power jam. He had a full head of steam coming from well outside the three-point area, and that makes it 118-107. It'll be over momentarily. Killian Hayes throws to the front court. Sadiq Bey steps into a three that's missed. The rebound tracked down by Barnes, and that does it. Light the beam in Sacramento, and the Kings will be flying home in search of that purple laser into the sky after a victory tonight against the Pistons.
Well, there you go. If you'd have told us 3-3 on the road trip at the beginning of the road trip, I think each and every Kings fan, except for the craziest ones, would have absolutely walked away with it. Said, don't even fly away. Just stay here. Take the 3 losses, take the 3 wins, and let's go home. Guess what? They got 3. And they got 3, and they come back now in what is I'm going to give you the theme to the show today when it comes to your Sacramento Kings. I'm going to give you the theme, and we kind of previewed this last week. This is the most important stretch of the season for the Sacramento Kings. Between now and I believe it's January, let me bring the schedule up, January 25th, I want to say. Yes, between now and January 25th, when they play at home against Toronto. This is the most important stretch of the season. 19 games. 15 of those games are at home. Of the 4 games on the road, Memphis, Utah, San Antonio, Lakers. That's 3 of those 4 road games that are incredibly winnable. Utah, probably the toughest one. This home stand, if you will, I'm going to call it a 19-game home stand with 2 mini breaks. Feature teams like Charlotte tonight, coming off a back-to-back, going on to a back-to-back. They lost in Denver last night, actually a close game. The Wizards, the hapless Wizards, the Lakers, who just lost Anthony Davis, Utah at home, which is spiraling, a revenge game against Atlanta. That'll be a good game. Lakers again, Orlando. We're going to talk about Orlando later. Orlando is the story of the NBA right now. Orlando is making absolutely no sense right now, and not enough people are talking about it. They lost, I believe, 9 in a row. They have now won 6 in a row, including finishing off 2 straight wins in Boston. I don't understand what's going on with Orlando, but they're beating teams they shouldn't be beating right now after, again, an almost 10-game losing streak. A double home game, including a national home game, double home stand against Houston back-to-back, Oklahoma City, Toronto. This is the most important stretch of the season for your Sacramento Kings. We will lay it out, we will preview it, and we will specifically preview tonight's game against the Hornets. Welcome home, Beam Team. In the meantime, insanity in the NFL, cut number 2.
Cut number 2.
Mac Jones hands it off on a draw to Ramondre Stevenson. Breaks out of a tackle at the 50. Has the 45. Breaks away from another tackle. Pitches it backwards. And now Jacoby Myers spinning around. He throws it to Chandler Jones in midfield. And a stifle. Chandler Jones racing towards the end zone. He scores! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Jacoby Myers with the there's something there. Jacoby Myers, the attorneys and the illegal. There's
illegal lateral.
Jacoby Myers did not represent his Patriots.
No.
I got to workshop it. I don't know what this is going to be called, but here, hey, Raider fan, I know you're listening. I know you're in the chat on YouTube. Go to Sactown Sports, like and subscribe. I know you're on the text line at 916-339-1140. So Raider fan, once and for all, are we even for the tuck rule? Does that even it out? Does that take away all the pain? Are you even? It was the Patriots. Everything even now. It's even, right?
That wasn't a playoff game though. That wasn't a big game.
Shut up, Raiders... the Animal Littlefield.
Can I? We're talking about good commentary.
Yes.
Good. A shout out to Lincoln Kennedy for not being not stepping on it. That was awesome.
It's a great.
He waited. Yeah,
it's a great way to notice. Absolutely. 80% of the rest of the booths in the NFL would have had some big goofy linemen going the whole time and screaming over the play-by-play guy. Look at Lincoln. Lincoln's a pro. And
great. Jason Horwitz, great call too.
Fantastic
great
too.
Call.
Love
You
that.
hear his voice break because he's so into it.
It was great.
First day of Hanukkah, that was awesome.
I haven't looked at the results yet. We'll look later. Maybe I'll put a poll out. I have a feeling the majority, if not perhaps the unanimous amount of Raider fans will say that yes, it took away all the pain from the Immaculate Reception and everything is even now.
Tuck rule.
What'd I say, Mac? Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Sorry. Maybe not. Maybe I could be off there.
Maybe.
By the way, we're going to have fun with that. And the Raiders have screwed up some games this year. Here's what I want Raider fan to do, though. This is where I'm going to respect Raider fan a little bit. I want to play a little game here. Y'all know you stole that game, right? Like, his foot was out of bounds. His foot was out of bounds on the previous touchdown. It was out. The Patriots got screwed on that call. I'm fine with it. I'm good. I'm good with it. I just want to hear they can come with the logic all they want about, well, we got screwed here or there. That's fine. I just want to hear Raider fan at least respect the game enough to admit, just say, yeah, we got lucky on that play, dude. His foot was out, but screw it. F it. We deserve that win. I'm 100% okay with that. What I don't want to hear is Raider fan doing mathematical equations trying to justify that the angle wasn't right. That foot was out.
Darth Vader's not very good at math anyways. So.
No, otherwise how do you build a 2 straight Death Stars with the same exhaust port thing, right? Like, come on. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Much more on that. And an insane week in the NFL coming up at 6:43. Meanwhile, number 3.
Cut number 3.
It's World Cup, so you know what I'm going to play here.
How many billions of eyeballs are watching these two men 12 yards apart? Messi scores!
Well, you think I was just going to blow that call on the end of 3 for Madness?
You scared me there.
Yeah, that's Lionel Messi's first PK to open up the scoring 1-0 Argentina. Nah, dude. 6:28, we're going to go over that call. We're going to have fun with the World Cup. Not just going to blow that on a little 5-second giveaway.
It's a long call, too.
It is a long call. It is absolutely a long call. Okay, fine. Screw it. We got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of time left.
Este Grande.
Okay. All right. Here's the American call of the final PK to win the whole thing.
The World Cup final finishes 3-3 after 2 hours. Argentina beat France in the penalty shootout.
Here, let me see. Here's the wrap up. Here's the goal call here.
Gonzalo Montiel can win the World Cup for Argentina with this kick. Yes!
I mean, listen. I'm sorry. Who's the guy that was that? It used to be JP Delacamera. Who's the play-by-play? Russell, no, whoever the play-by-play guy is. That person's in an impossible position because you either rip off other people's calls or you just call it like Americans call stuff. Like, there needs to be, I know this is going to sound silly. There needs to be an Andres Cantor for America, English Andres Cantor, or hell, bring Andres Cantor over, which I know he's done games for, and let him be like the main guy. Either way, America needs to adopt the international way of calling games. If that means you've got to import folks from Latin America, import folks from Europe to come over, steal them from their jobs, I would argue that is as if not more important than all but the top 0.01% of players they have in MLS. Bring over that style of play-by-play, because that's the artist that's painting this, the brush that's used to paint the game for, Joe Sixpack. I'm not watching any flopping. That's so important.
Can I tell you the issue I see?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the magic comes from it being in Spanish. Does that translate to English?
I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because, both of us not being Spanish speakers, we don't clearly understand exactly what he's saying. We get the gist.
Right.
But part of it comes from not knowing and, using your imagination.
I would say, listen, I understand what you're saying.
I'm not trying to take away from the call at all.
There's a
I'm saying for us,
100%.
For English speakers only.
And I also, listen, and maybe this is just because I always find it weird, like only multilingual people can really speak to this. I speak one language. I actually think that Spanish is a pleasant language I enjoy listening to Spanish play-by-play. I've always wondered, are they actually speaking a faster cadence?
Yeah.
Are they? Or is it that I don't understand a lot of the words and it sounds like a faster cadence? But it's very much like slick oil. It's just a very smooth, very pleasurable audio language.
My 2 cents are that it is just a fast language. I just got out of Spanish courses at Davis, and it felt it was it felt, when you were trying to comprehend it, it feels so fast.
Right.
When you're listening to the professor speak to you. And if he's not speaking loudly and clearly,
right,
it gets very difficult. So I think maybe it depends on dialect, but the professors I have always spoken quickly. And yeah, you hear calls like that. I think it's fast. I mean, you hear quick calls in English, like Mark Jones calling King's plays. It goes quick, but I don't know.
I've always wondered, to a Spanish only speaking person, and I know we have bilingual people out there. I'd love to hear your
Let's call some bonus.
Does, like, if they don't understand English or have a very small understanding of English and listen to, let's say, Gary Gerald calling a game, right? Does that sound crazy fast? And obviously Gary's speaking at a faster cadence than a normal person speaking, but do they hear Gary Gerald speaking going, oh my God, that's insanely fast? Like when I hear Andres Cantor speaking and calling a game, I'm like, I couldn't do it. Like, he's a superhero. I have no idea.
That's a great question, because I feel like Gary calls the games. He does for me, it sounds like he's a little slower. I listen to him a lot. I work the games. He's everyone has their own styles.
Sure.
G-Man goes a little slower and he explains things very clearly.
Right.
He's not just like boom, 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 boom. So
yeah,
I personally think he's slower, but that's me as a native English speaker.
It's a fun conversation. And coming up at 6:28, we'll talk specifically about the World Cup, the event itself, how enjoyable that match was, really until the end.
Live and local. It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Monday. You're out that door to a cool and foggy start. Look for some areas of locally dense fog as we head through the afternoon. A mix of sunshine and clouds with highs today in the mid to upper 40s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
New Kia's in stock at Folsom Lake Kia right now. Get low finance rates and zero down deals during the season of giving. Folsom Lake Kia, over 20 years in Sacramento. Shop FolsomLakeKia.com. That's FolsomLakeKia.com. Do you take pride in your holiday gift purchases? Or are you someone who just wants to get the whole gift buying ordeal over with? Hi, Doug Christie here, and I'm both. I do like giving great gifts, but I don't have tons of time to do so. So if you're like me, listen closely. Plus, I'll even save you 20% during the holiday season. I'm talking about Good Feet Arch Supports. Surprise? You shouldn't be. At last count, roughly 80% of all adults suffer or will suffer from foot-related pain issues. These tend to be active people and people working on their feet, anywhere from 35 to 64. Sound like anyone on your gift list? And during the holidays, when you buy a Good Feet Arch Support gift certificate, the Good Feet store will add 20% to its value. That's a 20% bonus free. And remember, Good Feet Arch Supports come with a lifetime warranty. So you're giving a lifetime of unmatched comfort, balance, and support. The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Stockton, and Modesto. Online, goodfeet.com.
Buying a new Acura is an easy decision. And Acura of Stockton makes buying easy. Come and see us today or shop online. If we don't have it, you can pre-select your favorite Acura and pick it up when it arrives. No contracts or deposits required. It's that easy. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade whether you buy from us or not. Don't settle for less than the quality of a new Acura from Acura of Stockton. Shop in person or online at AcuraofStockton.com.
Fall is here and winter's not far behind, so now is a good time to make sure your roof will make it through the upcoming seasons. And the place to call for that is ACR Solar. Jason Ross here, and ACR Solar re-roofed our home, so we're out with the old and in with the brand new, and wow, does it look good. So give ACR Solar a call at 916-481-7200. They have quality, value, and integrity since 1979. You can see it in their work, their products, and the way they serve their customers. Again, it's ACR Solar. Check it out and see more at acrsolar.com.
Kevin Harlan from Monday Night Football on Westwood One. Join me and Ross Tucker when the Green Bay Packers take on the Los Angeles Rams at Lambeau. Last week, Baker Mayfield took the reins as a replacement for the injured Matthew Stafford and led the Rams to an impressive and dramatic win over the Raiders. Now they face Aaron Rodgers and the rested Packers at Lambeau on Monday Night Football.
Get ready for the game with more details and preview at WestwoodOneSports.com.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
Year-end pricing is in effect on every vehicle on the lot. Hurry to Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
During Happy Honda Days, take advantage of our best offers of the year on our best selection of the year. Drive a new 2022 Honda Accord and get low lease or finance rates when you come in today. Plus, get top dollar for your trade-in. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Campride is holding their biggest sale of the year. Save big on quality camping gear and equipment. All new in-stock sleeping bags, camp chairs, cots, pantries, and other items up to 50% off. Deeper discounts on select open box items as well. Sale starts Monday, December 5th and runs through December 22nd. Visit them Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Located at 8615 23rd Avenue in Sacramento or call 916-383-9460. Campride's end of the year closeout sale is on now. Tune in every Wednesday to the Carmichael Dave with Jason Ross show for Wine Wednesday, where they whine about plays, calls, everything from the past week in sports. Wine Wednesday, brought to you by E2 Family Winery.
Plumbing, electrical, heating and air, everything that makes your home. With Bonnie, you sure got that covered. And right now, get your air conditioner tuned up for just $79, originally $129. Bonnie.com.
Bonnie.
Sactown Sports headlines.
I'm Nate Littlefield, and these are your Sactown Sports headlines. Crazy weekend in the NFL, 12 games within a single score of each other. On Saturday, the Vikings completed the biggest comeback in NFL history after going down 33-0 against the Colts. The Raiders would attempt to outdo them, however. On the last play of regulation, this happened.
Mac Jones hands it off on a draw to Ramondre Stevenson, breaks out of a tackle at the 50, has the 45, breaks away from another tackle, pitches it backwards, and now Jacoby Myers spinning around. He throws it to Chandler Jones in midfield, and a stiff-arm. Chandler Jones racing towards the end zone. It scores! Oh my goodness!
Lionel Messi in Argentina would complete a miracle and win the World Cup yesterday against France in a game that would go to penalty kicks.
Gonzalo Montiel can win the World Cup for Argentina with this kick.
Yes!
And the Kings take on the Charlotte Hornets tonight at Golden One Center. The Hornets have lost 8 in a row, and the Kings look to make it 9. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. right here on Sactown Sports. Those are our headlines. Here's Carmichael Dave with the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. And Carmichael Dave's here, too.
They've been here for a combined 50 years. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
Harrison Barnes driving to the right, underneath the basket. Here comes Fox on the run. A hammer with the left hand, and that may be the play of the year as far as De'Aaron Fox is concerned. Oh my, what a rip by De'Aaron with a left-hand power jam. He had a full head of steam coming from well outside the three-point area, and that makes it 118-107. Fox now has 24 points. That was just sensational.
It was sensational. Congratulations to De'Aaron Fox and your Sacramento Kings lighting the beam. New and improved beam, by the way, according to Vivek Ranadive, who said that they reinforced it with more beams, more laserings. So
I'm seeing pictures everywhere from distance of the beam.
That is a girthy beam.
This is a girthy purple beam.
That is a big purple girthy beam, just sprouting straight as an arrow, just straight from the bottom to top,
see-through,
pointing northward. It was it's fun to see, and I love how it's actually a place of worship. They've been putting it on and off the Google and Apple Maps, but I think Apple now still has it as a place of worship. We're like seriously 3 seconds away from people just leaving offerings to the beam. Please, nobody like sacrifice chickens or.
You shouldn't have said it.
Now
you know what's happening tonight.
Then at least do what they did in Major League, like bring a bucket of chicken, like KFC or something,
and just eat it there.
Please do be humane. Also, when it comes to De'Aaron Fox, I want to remind everybody because I got a little notification on my phone this morning, and I don't know why, but somehow my contacts know this. Did you get a present? Do you have something? Did you go shopping? Because tomorrow is De'Aaron Fox's 25th birthday. So, which is so weird because it feels like De'Aaron's been in the league for 10 years. I think this is actually the 7th year that he's in the league, but still, De'Aaron is just 25 years old. A veteran. He's definitely a vet. 25 years old. And he had a fine game. Domantas Sabonis. All-star. Right? It's time to start really, really getting used to the fact that Domantas Sabonis will be an all-star this year. That isn't a question to me. The question is, will De'Aaron Fox be an all-star? I do not know that. That's a coin flip. It is a crowded West. But the Kings come home having gone 3-3 on that road trip. The Kings have sole possession, although they're the same amount of games back of the first place Grizzlies, 2.5 as the Blazers. They are percentage points ahead of Portland. They're in the 5. They're a game behind Phoenix for both the 4 spot and also the Pacific Division crown. I think it's so cool to win the Pacific Division. Just, they're not gonna, probably. I mean, Phoenix is gonna win it.
We'll save this for 3 for Madness.
I just want the gear.
Yeah. I want another banner.
We talked about that Friday. I don't think we're doing another.
No.
I don't think we're doing it. In fact, I'd be really cool with taking that down.
Yeah.
I'd be really okay with
It sucks to look at it when you're in there and you're like, why is that up?
just quietly take it down.
Yeah.
Just maybe this off season, whatever, depending on what happens, just take it down. You know what you should do? You should take down the Pacific Division banner and you should sell it. The Kings should sell it, and all the money goes to Kings community charities.
Nice.
Everyone wins.
$35 to charity.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what my ceiling would be for the Kings Pacific Division banner.
It's huge,
It
too.
is.
It's huge.
I
It's
know.
like probably the size of the room you're in right
Yeah.
now. Like, it doesn't look that. It's like
No, it's
stoplights.
huge. It's
Stoplights
massive.
don't look that big, and then you get next to them, they're huge.
I would go into. I think in the end, I'm not rich, but I think I'd go into four figures for that. Four figures. Low. I would pay. I would pay. I will say right now. I'll say it publicly. I will pay $1,000 for that Pacific Division banner.
Wow.
It would go for more. I'm telling you right now. I'll bet you it would go for 10.
Yeah, but
10 or more. I would go. I would be the guy with the paddle at the auction. I would go all the way up to 1,000. I mean, come on. And then
what's the starting bid?
Probably $500.
Okay.
That's what I'd start it at. Oh, yeah.
What do you do with that thing?
That's the thing.
You hang it on your roof?
And then you win it, and you're like, I don't know.
I could have printed my own for cheaper,
Right.
probably.
What do I do? Put it in my man cave?
Yeah.
Like we were talking last week about random memorabilia. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. And I've said my most random thing is I have the backdrop used in the 2010 draft, the DeMarcus Cousins draft, when the players came in and did their interview, and it's a big giant black canvas with the Kings logo on it. It's the backdrop that they used for TV and all their interviews when they were done. I ended up getting it from a friend of mine that worked for the Kings, who was gonna, I think, throw it out. I was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's still like in my garage in a pile it just. I tried putting it up on a wall at one point, and I probably should make it like wallpaper. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the Kings at 16-12. And they take on Charlotte tonight. Let me tell you about this Charlotte Hornets team, which, by the way, they're 7-23. They've lost 8 in a row. They've lost 9 of 10. But this is a team that also lost by just 4 to the Nuggets in Denver. They lost. I'm not trying to talk them up as some team that could come in and surprise, but I will say this. I do want to throw this out there just to make sure you watch. I don't want anybody at this point. Nobody's allowed to assume any wins ever. Anyways, we're not there yet. We're talking about a starting lineup last night. That was LaMelo Ball. He's back. Terry Rozier, Scary Terry, PJ Washington, who has, I think, gone, what did he have, like 44 or something a couple years ago against us? And Gordon Hayward, along with, what is it, Mason, Miles, Marshall, I think it's Mason. It is Mason Plumlee in the middle. Mason Plumlee is that guy that other centers never want to play. Speaking of DeMarcus Cousins, he often said that was one of the matchups he hated the most. Because he's just a dude that's going to get a double-double, and he's going to muscle you around, and you're going to end the night with a bunch of bruises. He's just that guy. He's not an enjoyable guy for centers to play with. So you're going to see Sabonis and Mason Plumlee going at it in a vanilla scrap tonight that's going to be just this whirling dervish of elbows and all kinds of not incredible jumping. That's what's going to happen. This lineup is better than their record. And the first game after a long road trip is almost always funky. It's almost always funky. So just be prepared. Now, maybe the Kings come out tonight and they throttle them. Kings are favored by 10. The Kings are favored by 10, and unless I am mistaken here, and I am not, imagine this. The Kings are the largest favorites in the NBA tonight. Because for many reasons, including Charlotte coming off a game last night in Denver that was a barn burner. Probably the right line. Will probably be a blowout tonight. but just prepare yourself for either a slow start or a slow finish. They generally bookend one way or the other. We'll get a lot more on that throughout the morning. I want to talk to you about my friends at American Energy, though, because that's what they need. They need that energy throughout the night, this team does. Ryan in Sactown says, my friend needs to stay away from the game tonight. I will tell you this much. I had a long talk with him this morning. Yeah, he's up really early. He is scared to death of this game. He wants that 10 points is a ton. He's so tempted to put money on Charlotte tonight. But he said, nope, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm staying away from this game. But he's going to stay close to his furnace, which operates beautifully because American Energy went out there and did a $49 furnace tune-up. And now his system is running safely and efficiently. You know, if you're ready for a new one, get half off with American Energy's 50% off furnace special. When you purchase a whole home HVAC system, you can get your furnace half off. 0% financing payment plan options available. There's no reason to keep putting off making your home safe, warm, and comfy for you and your family this holiday. Call American Energy today at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990, or go to AmericanEnergyAir.com. Served in Sacramento since 1981, American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Andres Cantor with the call of the year. We wrap up the World Cup. And if you're not a soccer person, you don't want to listen to a segment full of soccer, listen. This is more of a general soccer conversation. You won't be bored, I promise. Don't go away. We're right back.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Live and past broadcasts of the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross and Cattles and Rami. Interviews, podcasts, and more. They all live on the Sactown Sports 1140 app. Download the app now in the App Store and Google Play.
My mother owned Christmas. Well, not in a literal sense, of course, but she had an extraordinary way of making sure the holiday was perfect for her family. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa for Naturewood Home Furnishings. I'll never forget my daughter's first Christmas when every present under the tree was for my mother's first granddaughter, while the rest of us had to look in the spare bedroom for our gifts. Now, those memories always bring a smile to my face. My mother always taught, have a bit of Christmas in my home every day of the year. That can be a tiny happy Santa bauble, a sparkling memento on the wall, or a comfortable rocking chair. Naturewood Home Furnishings will help you find the perfect accent piece for every room in your home during their annual holiday sale, including unique mirrors, clocks, wall art, rugs, chairside tables, curios, accent chairs, recliners, lamps, and more. You'll find that perfect bit of Christmas for your home. The memories you make with your family will be with you forever. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at PowerCopier.com.
Help Ukrainian children. Shazam this song.
Christmas not home, tied and beyond. Christmas is here, why not I see? Move on the globe, shares at its own. Ding dong, balls at the dawn, children at home, shares at its own. All Christmas gifts made for the kids, dreams shouldn't know, shares at its own.
Scroll down Shazam. Open on YouTube. Follow the link and donate.
Northern California's #1 Honda dealer, Stockton Honda, is also Northern California's #1 Honda certified pre-owned vehicle dealer.
Come see our amazing selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. We have something for everyone. Don't shop dealer to dealer trying to find the perfect used car. Stockton Honda has the selection, financing, and savings you want. Plus, get top dollar for your trade.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. Stockton Honda.com.
Based on 2021
total new and Honda certified pre-owned vehicle car sales from American Honda Motor Company, Zone 1 report.
Christmas time is here, and so are all of the greatest deals on power tools at Fasteners Tool Outlet. Enjoy 12 days of deals on all your favorite brands going on now. Grab free batteries with tons of Makita products and more of this year's greatest deals. Save $100 on a Makita 18-volt rear handle circular saw and take home 2 free batteries to top it off. Stop by Fasteners Tool Outlet at 6701 Power Inn Road today through December 23rd, or shop online at fastenersinc.net.
Stimulating conversation about kitchen gadgets and baseball cards.
I think that's really crazy interesting.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
Folks in the chat asking when I refer to my friend whenever it comes to gambling. Asking if that friend is really me.
I was thinking that too.
Come on, guys.
It was the morning thing that got me. Is he an East Coast guy? Or it could be a woman. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a woman.
Could be, yeah.
Local.
Okay.
Neighbor. No, it's a different person because it would be unethical for me to bet. I think.
No, would it?
Well, I mean, first off, betting is not legal in California.
Yes.
Secondly, it can lead you down some pretty bad paths. 1-800 Gambler.
Are you ratting out your friend?
I'm just saying. I tell him all the time. I say, friend,
crimes.
I say, friend, stop betting. It's gonna take you to a bad place. He doesn't listen. So, come on, sillies. No betting on the World Cup yesterday, not from my friend, me, or anyone else, but it was you get up in the morning, you watch all the whatever. World Cup needs to get a better theme. They need to get a theme. Like, to me, the best, literally the best, I say this with no bias, the best sports theme in the world is the Champions League theme. It's an absolute work of art. World Cup needs something better. The World Cup theme compared to the Champions League theme is horse hockey, I tell you. Lionel Messi, could he cap off his career? He's done everything else. Could he cap off his career with an elusive World Cup? Argentina had not won since 1986. France looking to be the first national team. Well, they're all national teams. First team to defend their World Cup since, I believe, Brazil. So is it going to be the new kids, air quotes, in Argentina, or is it going to be France once again? There was a virus that kind of permeated the French players during the week. They had some injuries. I do think a full-strength French team, not to take anything away from Argentina, you play who you play, and they had their own issues. I would have been very interested to see both these teams take on each other at full strength. That being said, Messi, he wanted the trophy, he wanted the golden boot, he wanted the whole thing, and he kicked it off, if you will, with a PK goal.
How many billions of eyeballs are watching these two men 12 yards apart? Messi scores!
Much like, there you go. You heard this? You familiar with this?
No, I just popped it on.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is great music to play underneath this. This is the Champions League theme. And you'll hear the voices come in here in a second. Let's go with Argentina's second goal.
Messi, Julian Alvarez on the run. Alexis McAllister, Di Maria's on the far side. Here it comes, Di Maria!
Listen to this. It's so beautiful.
I mean, that was a good call, too.
It was.
It was a good call.
It's fun. They actually have like a choir going. There's on YouTube, you can actually see this done live. It's fantastic. Would Argentina roll on and win 2-0 and bring that World Cup home to Buenos Aires? Just 2 years after Diego Maradona passed away, who was a god in Argentina, the hand of God. Would they bring it home? Or would what happened against the Netherlands happen to them again, as France didn't want to go away? Best player, perhaps, in the world, Kylian Mbappe, with a PK goal.
First penalty attempt of the tournament for France. This is their chance. And Mbappe scores. Martinez got a hand to it. Game on at Lusail, and the French president's loving it.
The entire mood of the match instantly changes. There was mass sphinctorial puckering going on. The baby blue and whites. And within 90 seconds, Mbappe evens it up.
Into the middle for Rabiot. Trying to find Mbappe now. He'll steer it back inside Thuram. Mbappe!
That was a fantastic call. That was well done. See, we need more of this. Extra time. Lionel Messi, another goal.
TL, Messi's way offside. Lifted forward. Lautaro Martinez is going to get to that one. Knocked it down for Messi. Into the middle, Fernandez. Lautaro Martinez. Save Messi. Cleared away. Did it cross the line? Did it cross the line? Yes, it did.
That had to be it. Extra time. Messi with the capper. That had to be it. There's your World Cup, right? They couldn't blow another lead, could they? Or could they?
This would be Mbappe's hat trick, the second man in history to score 3 goals in a World Cup final. It would tie this World Cup final in the 117th minute. Now the 118th minute. Yes!
Sorry, I had to type something to Russell. Russell encapsulating every soccer dork in this country. It's not PK, it's just penalty.
That's good for me to know for my updates.
No, keep saying penalty kick, please.
Okay.
Just to piss off soccer dork.
Got it.
Shut up. We're talking about your dumb sport, okay?
Yeah, he should be grateful. That's true. He should be pretty grateful.
Exactly. Russell's like the hungry kid that gets invited over to dinner and is like, oh.
We got 8 slices of pizza.
I asked for medium rare on my filet mignon. Stupid. So they go to PKs, and as Gonzalo Montiel stepped up, I turned to my wife. I said, wife, he has a chance to be a legend, a god amongst men. Imagine you're in Qatar in front of Elon Musk in the world. Yeah, he was. So was Jared Kushner. It was a
dream team,
star-studded affair, if you will. You're in front of it. You have a chance to. Your children's will actually sing, like there will be hymns in your name, right? Or you will be a goat, and not the Tom Brady goat, the bad goat.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, no, the bad goat. The, whatever. He steps up. And yes, there will be songs written about Gonzalo Montiel.
Gonzalo Montiel can win the World Cup for Argentina with this kick. Yes!
Now that announcer said yes and let it lay out, right? Andres Cantor, Argentinian. Moved when he was a teenager, has been waiting since 1986 to see Argentina recapture the World Cup. And you can hear the emotion in his voice. Take it away.
Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina es campeón del mundo. Todo el cielo lo hizo, Diego. Lo hizo Cuchufo, lo hizo el Tata, lo hizo Luque, lo hicieron ustedes, jugadores, que se ganaron el cielo. Argentina campeón del mundo, Messi campeón del mundo. No podía ser de otra manera sino sin sufrir. Argentina, la selección argentina de Lionel Scaloni es campeón del mundo. Argentina Argentina campeón del mundo, bicho. Manolo, 36 años. Esperando, querido compatriota. Dele, grítele usted también en casa. ¡Argentina! ¡Argentina! ¡Es campeón del mundo!
So if it's a perfect illustration of a call gone right, because if you read the transcript, Andres Cantor's basically saying Argentina is your world champions, Argentina wins the World Cup, Argentina. It's not incredibly, it's not poetic, but it was all about the voice, which is why the call works so well internationally. I honestly don't think it makes a difference if you speak Spanish or not. You hear the emotion. He's literally crying through the call. Go look at the video of him. He's crying. He's spitting all over his microphone. He is a fan through and through. Epically epic. That's how Gary Gerald should sound when the Kings win a title. We were going to do World Cup, by the way, at 7:27. We're going to do another World Cup recap. Russell ruined that. No more World Cup the rest of the day because of Russell.
Oh, man.
Because that's what happens. Because people try to cover it, and then soccer dork comes in. It's like, you did this thing. Cover it responsibly. And, okay, well, you're going to hear World Cup coverage anywhere else. You ruined World Cup coverage for everyone.
Daddy Dave showing up this morning.
That's what happened. Russell ruined it for everybody because he got too greedy. Yeah, I just want you to call it right. Okay, we just spent a whole segment on the World Cup, which is more than anyone in this city will, I promise you. And now Russell ruined it, so we have to find something underneath NFL at 7:27. So do a whole thing on it too. U.S. coming up 4 years. How is the recap the World Cup? Did it help U.S. soccer? Are you more like? And we had a whole list of things. Crumple it up because of Russell. Good job, Russell. Russell's rolling around on the ground in agony right now, trying to get a red card, as I pointed out.
We had future scores too. We were going to share.
We were going to have Andres Cantor on at 7:27.
Yeah.
So call him during the break and tell him he cannot come on. We'll take a break. When we come back, what a week in the NFL. And we'll start with another phenomenal call from your Las Vegas Raiders and all the overtime. We'll do that next.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Kings insiders Frankie Cardoselli and Chris Watkins give you all things Kings on the return of the Roar podcast.
With these two sitting next to me now, certainly feel comforted.
You can sign up for free at SactownSports.com.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, happy holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Sacramento area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com, 500 Capitol Mall, Suite 2060, Sacramento, California, 95814.
It is Monday. You're out that door to a cool and foggy start. Look for some areas of locally dense fog as we head through the afternoon. A mix of sunshine and clouds with highs today in the mid to upper 40s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
When it comes to your sewer, what goes down must come out. Get a detailed video inspection absolutely free with any sewer drain cleaning and keep life flowing in the right direction. Plumbing, sewer, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com.
It's the Henley's Davis Kia year-end sales event. Kia Season of Giving Back with our biggest inventory of the year. Most models in stock now. Get our best price now with no hassle, no headache, no games. Here's how it works. Go to HenleysDavisKia.com. That's HANLEES DavisKia.com. Pick the model you're interested in and click Unlock Instant Best Price. It's that easy. No hassle, no games, just our best low price. Special financing available. Look for a great deal on a new Kia without playing games. Go to HANLEES DavisKia.com. Pick your model and click Unlock Instant Best Price. That's it. Big savings, great deal, and no hassle. Our biggest inventory of the year in stock now. Henley's Davis Kia, located at 4318 Childs Road, just off I-80 at the Mace Boulevard exit in Davis. All of us at Hanley's wish you and your family a very happy holiday. All financing subject to credit approval.
I'm Craig Ashton with the injury law firm of Ashton & Price. It may sound contradictory for a personal injury firm to wish you a safe holiday season, but we at Ashton & Price wish that no one has to suffer an injury in an automobile collision. But if you're an accident injury victim, you can lean on Ashton & Price to do all the legal legwork and introduce you to the best medical care providers in the area. So during this holiday season, you can focus on your health and your family. So from all of us at Ashton & Price, we advise you to have the happiest and safest of holidays.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Did you know addiction to drugs like meth or cocaine is a disease and not a choice? But getting help is. If you have stimulant use disorder, you, your family, and friends may have a lot of questions, including where to start. Choose Change California can help. Make a change today and find a proven treatment option for you at choosechangeca.org.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in Central New York, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at BofA.com/Central New York. Bank of America NA, member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Hands up, no fouls, no more, no fouls. Okay, take a break. Hi, Doug Christie here for the Good Feet store, asking what makes you happy? Down to your toes happy. For me, it's winning. You can't beat winning, but finally becoming pain-free is pretty good too. And this is where the Good Feet 3-step arch support system can help. By supporting all 4 arches of the foot, Good Feet returns the foot to its more ideal pain-free position. Good Feet makes over 300 styles, sizes, and flexibilities, so the Good Feet arch support specialist will find the pair just right for you. This holiday season, Good Feet arch supports with their lifetime warranty would be a sensational holiday gift. During the holiday, when you purchase a Good Feet gift certificate, the Good Feet store will add 20% to its value. Free. That's 20% bonus free. Visit the Good Feet store and experience for yourself the pain-free comfort, balance, and support of Good Feet arch supports. Get a free arch support fitting and test walk. The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Stockton, and Modesto online. Goodfeet.com.
Rich Eisen here from Monday Night Football on Westwood One. Coming up from Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers host the LA Rams. The addition of Baker Mayfield last week led the Rams to an upset win over the Raiders. Can they do it again on the road, this time against the Packers? Join us on air and on the free live stream sponsored by AutoZone on Monday Night Football.
Get ready for the game with more details and preview at WestwoodOneSports.com.
Here's to Prilosec OTC. Without Prilosec, I wouldn't be able to enjoy all this yummy holiday food. Speaking of, whoever made that apple pie, delicious. I just take 1 pill each morning and 0 heartburn all day. So cheers to Prilosec OTC. Ooh, are those jalapeno poppers?
Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid that can cause heartburn, so you can enjoy the holidays. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
So I switched to Boost Mobile and got this free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone.
Why do you think they call it the Galaxy?
Maybe because the Samsung Galaxy A23 has a huge screen, and galaxies are huge gravitationally bound systems of stars rotating around a supermassive black hole.
And the phone is free?
When you switch to Boost Mobile.
Cool. You lost me at gravitationally bound.
Switch to Boost and get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power. Limited time offer while supplies last. New customers only. Excludes tax. 1 device offer per line. Only available on certain networks. 5G not available everywhere. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
The flagship.
Ball game. Sacramento wins.
KHTK AM and HD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140. The flagship station of your Sacramento Kings. Sactown Sports.
Headlines.
I'm Nate Littlefield, and these are your Sactown Sports headlines. Crazy weekend in the NFL. 12 games were within a single score of each other. On Saturday, the Vikings completed the biggest comeback in NFL history after going down 33-0 against the Colts. The Raiders would attempt to outdo them, however. On the last play of regulation, this happened.
Mac Jones hands it off on a draw to Ramondre Stevenson, breaks out of a tackle at the 50, has the 45, breaks away from another tackle, pitches it backwards, and now Jacoby Myers spinning around. He throws it to Chandler Jones in midfield, and a step forward. Chandler Jones racing towards the end zone. He scores! Oh my goodness!
Lionel Messi in Argentina would complete a miracle and win the World Cup yesterday against France in a game that would go to penalty kicks.
Gonzalo Montiel can win the World Cup for Argentina with this kick.
Also, the Kings take on the Charlotte Hornets tonight at Golden One Center. The Hornets have lost 8 in a row, and the Kings look to make it 9. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. right here on Sactown Sports. Those are our headlines. Let's get back to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
Jay, hey, my headset's
Text or call the show at 916-339-1140. It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
Nope. He's gonna play it again too.
You gotta stop.
I was gonna do back-to-back World Cup segments.
You gotta stop typing as the station's YouTube in there because they think that's me. They think it's me, and I'm not saying any of that stuff. I said some things, but you come back and you start talking in there, and they think I'm trashing everybody.
I know. I gotta come back. I come back in and I go on the wrong computer. I forget.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought you were doing it on purpose, but just so everyone knows.
Is it you?
I guess it could be. This is a great. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd like to welcome in Andres Cantor. Nope.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Not going to do it. Now we're going to do, you know what we're going to do? Real football. We're going to do real American football.
Oh, yeah.
Like we're going to spend any time on a sport that ends in kicks.
I mean, the NFL can end in kicks.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying at least they play overtimes. Like can you imagine the NBA going to 4 overtimes, right? And then ending in a free throw competition.
Yeah.
Right? That as the
free throws are less exciting though than
I agree.
Penalty kicks.
What would be the equivalent if the NBA went to you have 2 overtimes, and at the end of 2 overtimes everyone lines up you have to dunk, but then the other team picks their best defensive player to try to block the dunk.
Do you get to pick your dunker?
Well, you one each one, it's just like with the penalty kicks. Right, you line up, so you have your best dunker, and then eventually you get to Isaiah Thomas or somebody short.
Who literally can't dunk.
Right.
Yeah.
What about a horse?
That would not be entertaining. But maybe, I mean, just watching someone get crushed could be.
All right. Imagine in baseball if they after the 12th inning they went to a home. Okay, actually, they went. I see. I kind of owned myself.
They could hit off a tee.
I think that'd be kind of dope.
Yeah,
12 innings, and then you go to a home run derby.
Yeah,
that would actually be pretty fun.
Make me watch more baseball.
Yeah, because who wants to watch the 13th inning? Not I.
Yeah,
not I, said the guy. Vegas was going to go to OT. Actually, Vegas is going to lose. They were down 24-17, and then Derek Carr found Keelan Cole.
Snap to Cole, looking left, lobs towards the far end zone, over the shoulder. It's caught by Cole. Touchdown Raiders. Back pylon. Keelan Cole with the catch of his life. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game with 32 seconds to go.
I said it earlier. All I ask from Raider fan is just acknowledge the guy was out. Here's how I need Raider fan to think about it. Imagine if it was reversed and that was Patriots guy with the catch and everything else happened the same except the Patriots won, right? You'd be screaming bloody murder. All I'm asking is just don't be biased about that one play.
Well, to be fair, the Patriots are known cheaters.
Ever.
Okay.
Never say to be – anyone who ever says to be fair or well actually is going to say something lame.
The Patriots are known cheaters. Is that lame to say?
I think it's perfectly acceptable for Raider fan to say, well, we need about 30 of those bad calls to even us up for the tuck rule, and even then it won't happen.
Yeah.
I think it's perfectly acceptable for Raider fan to say, well, XYZ call earlier in the game. I don't have a problem with that kind of justification. Okay. I don't. Okay. I'm not saying they shouldn't have won the game. I'm not saying they didn't deserve to win the game. None of that. All I want is for Raider fan, amongst all the justifications, I just want them to say, well, yeah, that was a bad call. Like I had a Raider fan on Twitter about an hour ago send me this.
The Raider fan.
It was the guy. he sent me this like close-up photo of the foot and the line, right? He's like,
nice.
Clearly he's out. Clearly he's in. It's like, no, you're forgetting the tip of his shoe is white. It's touching the chalk. You can see it's touching the chalk. If it's touching the chalk, out of bounds.
It's crazy too, because every scoring play, every turnover, checked, reviewed, and they still gave it to him.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. And the ref even said that, or the whoever the pool guy was, the ref guy was like, yeah, if it had been ruled an incomplete pass on the field, we wouldn't have overturned that either. It was inconclusive, which is a little bit of a cop out, but I understand it.
That's the deal breaker.
It is, and it's fine because it gave us this moment. All you have to do is down the ball and go to OT. But they Ramondre Stevenson and company wanted to get silly, and it was the law firm of Jacoby and Myers breaking the laws of logic. There it is.
The lateral laws of logic.
Yes. And Chandler Jones, brother of the UFC Hall of Famer John Jones.
And Chris Jones.
Well, the other football player, right?
Yeah, for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Chiefs
that's right.
Defensive tackle.
What a family. My goodness.
Bunch of freaks, yeah.
It was his best catch of the year.
Mac Jones hands it off on a draw to Ramondre Stevenson, breaks out of a tackle at the 50, has the 45, breaks away from another tackle, pitches it backwards, and now Jacoby Myers spinning around. He throws it to Chandler Jones in midfield, and a stiff arm. Chandler Jones racing towards the end zone. He scores! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I can't believe what I just saw.
Again!
I can't believe what I just saw. This is unbelievable. Wow.
On the first night of Hanukkah, it's a miracle in Las Vegas.
What a year for the Raiders. They've blown so many games. This is a team that I and many, I wasn't like on an island, thought is a playoff team. They may not win the West. It's going to be a dogfight with the Chargers, and obviously the Chiefs should win it. But and oh my God, the Broncos. I'm old enough to remember preseason. I'm old enough to remember in preseason on this very show and many national shows. I think probably you had to have this conversation. You, by law, if you were in any sort of sports talk, okay, you had to pose the following question: is this year's crop of AFC West quarterbacks the greatest crop of divisional quarterbacks in NFL history? That was a real, actual topic in which most answers were yes.
Even the division as a whole could have been the best coming into the preseason.
Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes.
Amazing.
Best crop ever of any division. Best. Well, okay. Russell Wilson forgot how to play football. Derek Carr and friends have they've blown so many games. This is a team that is 6-8 and at a minimum should be 8-6. At an absolute minimum should be 8-6. So they get a call and they get a play that will be remembered forever. And we have comments from Bill Belichick. We have comments from Jacoby Myers. Let's just put it this way. Everyone's covering for everyone. And apparently that's not how they drew it up. So we'll get to more of that at around 7:27. In the meantime, count to 60. This is a very, very quick break here. Just one spot.
75.
75. Oh, excuse me. Well, I always try to round down. Jeez, you're trying to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
3 for Madness next.
Live and local. It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
When it comes to your sewer, what goes down must come out. Get a detailed video inspection absolutely free with any sewer drain cleaning and keep life flowing in the right direction. Plumbing, sewer, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com.
Carmichael Dave here, letting you know when the housing market shifts quickly like it has the last few months, having the right mortgage company on your side is crucial in this ever-changing market. We've got just that lender. It's my guy Shelby at United Wholesale Lending. Now you can check them out at refinancewithshelby.com. They're fast, they're local, and competitive. Shelby's team, as I've told you for years, is well known in the real estate market from real estate agents, title companies, appraisal companies. United Wholesale Lending will even get your offer fully underwritten and approved up front so you can compete with the cash offers. With the increase in inventory, the market has shifted from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Buyers now have the opportunity to shop for the home that's right for them instead of settling for what was available. You can always refi as soon as rates come down, or United Wholesale Lending has alternative loan options like a 2-1 buy down. RefinanceWithShelby.com. That's RefinanceWithShelby.com. NMLS number 279051. BRA number 01864354.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Question 1.
Matt Barrows coming up at 8.
Coming to you from the Folsom Lake Honda hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
That is an absolute fact. When we come back, we'll take a quick look at Kings Hornets tonight.
Going to break already?
Oh, it's coming up in the next segment.
Okay.
That's called it's a tease.
See, I'm still new to all this. I don't get.
There's vertical teases and there's horizontal teases. You got to learn all this. We're in a PPM world, pal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I went to a farm school.
You got consultants. Oh, were you in 4-H? Did you milk the cow?
Yeah, Davis. I was milking cows.
Yeah. Well, they're the Aggies.
Yeah.
You know, they are.
They're trying to change it to the cows or something, the calves, or trying to change the logo.
Are they serious?
Yeah, the mascot.
Why?
Because the cows represent the Davis better because they have their own cow farm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a political guy, Dave.
Just saying, dude. They're the Aggies. Relax.
I'm not.
By the way, what did the poll say? I just closed it. Was it 50 something, 55%, 56%?
We had, so do the Kings win by 10 or more tonight? We had 56% no, 43% yes.
Yeah, 56% of
should be 44%.
Listeners do not believe the Kings will win by 10 or more. And that's exactly how you should take. It's going to be a come from behind 4-point victory.
Did you vote?
I did.
Nice.
I voted no. I don't mind telling you I voted no, but I am voting yes on 3 for Madness question number 1.
Okay, so we briefly touched on this earlier.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is out for a month.
Yeah.
Can we safely count the Lakers out of the playoff race?
God, it is so hard not to make fun of Anthony Davis, but I don't, just like with Marvin Bagley, I don't like making fun of players for injuries. And I think in Anthony Davis's case, you know, he's still going to be a Hall of Famer. But talk about getting robbed. You know, and the thing is, too, is I don't remember. I was a young lad, but I don't remember people making fun of Larry Bird and calling him street clothes. Now, it's funny to call Anthony Davis street clothes. And when you see the headline that Anthony Davis is hurt, it's like, well, Anthony Davis is the Marvin Bagley of Larry Bird. It's like it's all one and the same, just different talent levels, obviously. And it's sad. It really is. I hate the Lakers. Therefore, I proxy hate anyone on the Lakers, but I don't want to see them not make it because they're hurt. I want to see them not make it because they suck.
Yeah.
And the Lakers had been playing a little bit better as of late with some quality wins. They had won 6 of 10, including wins over the Bucks, the Blazers, the Nuggets. They're going to play the Suns tonight. And I'd like to say that LeBron James has carried worse teams, but this isn't the LeBron James we know. The numbers still look the same, but this isn't, and we saw this last year. He's not going to be able to carry these folks, especially not in a Western Conference like that. Now, I am fully prepared for the league to secretly offer massive subsidies to another team on the down low in exchange for them making some stupid lopsided deal with the Lakers to bail them out. The problem is that Rob Pelinka is maybe the most inept general manager in the league who just got a nice fat extension. And he's pretty much almost completely killed their war chest. They have Anthony Davis, who's hurt. They have LeBron James, who's not going anywhere. They have the toxic Russell Westbrook contract, and they have first-round draft picks in 27 and 29. We don't even know. The NBA may not even exist in 2027. I don't know. What if aliens come?
Yeah.
I don't know. So if I'm a GM, am I really punting that far down the road? The only team that would probably do that is Oklahoma City, because that's all Sam Presti does. Right now, the Lakers are 13 and 16. They are actually only a game and a half out of the play-in, but
beat the Nuggets last night.
They
correct?
did.
Yeah.
No, not last night. A couple nights ago, the Hornets lost to the Nuggets last night.
Oh yes,
And
yes.
we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, the Lakers are just a game and a half ahead of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Like, I don't see it. Any team with LeBron James has a chip in a chair and a chance, but I don't see them as a playoff team this year, not with AD out for a month. Number 2.
Question 2.
This is essentially a follow-up.
Sure.
Again, we touched on this earlier with the banner. Do you think the Kings have a real shot at winning the Pacific Division? Me personally, I mean,
it's always good to ask a question that you're answering.
Well, I'm letting you think. I'm giving you my answer. I'm letting you think because I know you need it. Time.
That's how you do it on radio these days.
Yeah, well,
same thing.
Usually we go in order. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I ask a question, I answer the question.
Here's the thing.
I think. I mean, it's just the sun standing in front of them, pretty much, right? That's what it feels like right now. So, I mean, they have a real shot at it. I don't know if they're going to do it, but I think, you went out of these 19 games coming up, you win 13 of them. You're in a good spot.
Yes,
you're in a really good spot.
I agree with you. You're going to be in a really good spot. And here's the thing. I will tell you this much. If you ask me to bet whether or not the Kings would be in first place in the Pacific at all between now and the end of the season, I think I'd say yes. Especially for the reason you just said. They're just a game back right now. They're a game behind the Suns. They're a game ahead of the Clippers. They're 3.5 games ahead of the Warriors.
There was a bet of probably like a month or two. It was early in the season. I remember looking at standings or who would win the Pacific Division. The Kings were last at plus 2,500, I believe. So if you made that bet, you're feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, okay. The question isn't, do the Kings have a chance? I know that's the question that you're asking. Do the Kings have like a legitimate chance? Like,
and I think they do.
I think they do not.
You think they don't?
No.
Okay.
Barring you're going to need injury. They're not better than the Suns and they're not better than the Clippers, in my opinion. And it's questionable. Listen, we're talking about the defending champion Golden State Warriors. I'm not buying. I've been around way too long to see dynastic teams that go on cruise control during the year. And then all of a sudden in March, we're going to see, oh, look out. Here come the Warriors. They've won 13 of 15. They've won 18 of 21.
Yeah.
The Warriors are hit. We see it all. We saw it with the Spurs. We saw it especially with the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. I'm not buying that the Golden State Warriors are going to finish third in the Pacific.
That's true. Jordan Poole did go off last night for more than 40. So yeah, I get it. I do think they do have some chance. I'm not saying they're going to do it.
No. And by some chance, like injuries, nuclear war, sudden destruction of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
I thought your question was, do they have a legitimate chance?
I'm
not ready to say they're a better team over 82 than the Clippers or Suns. By the way, I hope those words I hope somebody records this and plays it back in April when the Kings win the Pacific. I will get a shirt that says this is what I said with like a little quote at the bottom.
Yeah.
I'd love to be wrong.
I would love for you to be wrong
that would
too.
Be so amazing.
Yeah. Then I look smart for once for the first time in my life.
As usual, I look stupid, and then we have a Pacific Division banner and gear.
Another
one. I want gear.
And we buy the old one.
I would buy like all the Pacific Division gear. That's how sad it is. I would
get the tattoo on your chest.
Yeah, it's just so sad, dude. Number 3.
Question 3.
All right, after that crazy Vikings game this weekend, are the Niners in a good position to get the number 2 seed?
All right, so they're going to need to catch Minnesota. They're a game back, and it certainly looked like they were. We'll have more on that Minnesota game, the biggest comeback in NFL history against a team that Frank Reich was coaching not that long ago, who authored the biggest comeback in history. Here's the deal. They have a home game against the Commanders. That's not going to be an easy one, but they should win. Then they're at Vegas. We'll see if the Raiders are still hot by then. Home against Arizona. Okay, so 2 home games, Washington at Vegas, home against Arizona. Now, I'm going through the schedule, but again, would you have bet that Vikings game would have been that crazy yesterday? I wouldn't have. Against Indianapolis at home, of course not. Here's the thing with the Vikings, though. They're a dome team. They're a cold weather team per se, but they play in a dome. So they're going to host the New York Giants, which is their toughest remaining game. Then they're going to go to Green Bay on January 1st, and then they're going to go to Chicago to finish out the season. Now, Chicago's probably going to pull everybody because they don't care and they're playing for a pick. Who knows what Aaron Rodgers will be doing that second to last game? But assuming most people play, here's the bottom line. The Niners, I believe, will have to win out. And they're going to have to hope for the Vikings to lose. I don't think the Vikings are going to be dogs in any of those games. I don't.
No.
Barring an injury. So does it look good are they in a good position? No. I'd rather them be a game ahead, but they're in a position. That being said, I don't think it matters. I don't. I think the Niners are good enough to where home field's not going to matter. It's really not. They're that good. It's if they lose, they lose. They win, they win. But I don't think the home makes much of a difference. We'll take a break. When we come back, let's get to some more NFL notes as well, and not the World Cup. See, it was even on the sheet right here, World Cup. Right? You can vouch for me.
I can see it.
We're doing all NFL right now, including that crazy Vikings comeback next. Real football.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Monday. You're out that door to a cool and foggy start. Look for some areas of locally dense fog as we head through the afternoon. A mix of sunshine and clouds with highs today in the mid to upper 40s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's Kia's season of giving at Folsom Lake Kia right now. Give yourself the gift of a brand new Kia from Folsom Lake Kia, your trusted Kia dealership for over 20 years. FolsomLakeKia.com. That's FolsomLakeKia.com.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who miss the fairway all day and still pull out the big stick, the type of guys who will always prefer to be behind the grill than in front of the camera. And the men who never let their friends forget about a high school nickname. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Who wants to settle for a single TV? With more TVs, bigger screens, plus our fabulous scenic views, there's more to watch at Twin Peaks.
American Energy wants to make sure you and your family are safe this winter with a $49 furnace tune-up. Plus, if you're ready for a new one, get half off with American Energy's 50% off furnace special. With 0% financing and payment plan options available, there's no reason to keep putting off making your home safe, warm, and comfy for you and your family this holiday. Call American Energy today at 916-520-9990 or visit AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. 50% off furnace when you purchase a whole home HVAC system. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with other offers or specials.
Christmas time is here, and so are all of the greatest deals on power tools at Fasteners Tool Outlet. Enjoy 12 days of deals on all your favorite brands going on now. Grab free batteries with tons of Makita products and more of this year's greatest deals. Save $100 on a Makita 18-volt rear handle circular saw and take home 2 free batteries to top it off. Stop by Fasteners Tool Outlet at 6701 Power Inn Road today through December 23rd. Or shop online at fastenersinc.net.
Today I'm at Elk Grove Dodge, where it looks like Vince Bloom, the big guy.
Also known as Father Christmas.
Well, yeah, Vince, you are dressed like Santa, which means you must be giving out some sweet deals for the holidays.
There's nothing sweeter than saving money on trucks.
So I can expect some big savings on, say, new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorns?
You read Santa's mind. Right now, during the Big Finish event at Elk Grove Dodge, save $12,000 off MSRP on new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4s.
Vince, $12,000 off new 2022 Bighorn Crew Cabs?
That's right.
$12,000 is a lot of money, and you've got enough for all of Santa's helpers because, you know, we've been very good this year.
I sure do. I've got 15 of these new Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4s, and they're all $12,000 off MSRP, starting at $42,520.
Now through January 3rd, save $12,000 on 15 new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4s.
Only at Elk Grove Dodge, in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, and online at elkgrovedodge.com.
Include $6,000 in 2022 Big Finish and California retail bonus and bonus cash. Sample VIN 455, 158, expires 1/3/23.
Who has the largest selection of golf merchandise in Northern California? The Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. It's the go-to store for golf bags, apparel, equipment, lessons, club fittings, novelty items, and more. With their low price guarantee, curbside pickup, complimentary gift boxes, and gift cards for your golfer, it's the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Add convenient online shopping and effortless after-Christmas return policy, and you'll see why the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop is the #1 choice for golfers everywhere. Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway or online at hagenoaks.com.
Sactown Sports Headlines.
I'm Nate Littlefield, and these are your Sactown Sports headlines. Crazy weekend in the NFL. Played 12 games within a single score of each other. On Saturday, the Vikings completed the biggest comeback in NFL history after going down 33-0 against the Colts. The Raiders would attempt to outdo them, however. On the last play of regulation, this happened.
Mac Jones hands it off on a draw to Ramondre Stevenson. Breaks out of a tackle at the 50. Has the 45. Breaks away from another tackle. Pitches it backwards. And now Jacoby Myers spinning around. He throws it to Chandler Jones in midfield. And a stiff arm. Chandler Jones racing towards the end zone. He scores! Oh my goodness!
Lionel Messi in Argentina would complete a miracle and win the World Cup yesterday against France in a game that would go to penalty kicks.
Gonzalo Montiel can win the World Cup for Argentina with this kick. Yes!
And tonight, the Kings take on the Charlotte Hornets at the Golden One Center. The Hornets have lost 8 in a row, and the Kings look to make it 9. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. right here on Sactown Sports. Those are the headlines. Let's get back to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Text or call the show at 916-339-1140 on Sactown Sports 1140.
All right, a lot to get to here. Matt Barrows in half an hour. Jason on vacation. Jay not feeling well today. Nate the Animal Littlefield in with me. Yeah, that's you. Look, calm down. Hey, calm down back there.
I know.
My goodness gracious. I tweeted out yesterday after the World Cup and all the high from that. I tweeted out that I was very unhappy. Very unhappy. Says this is the worst NFL Sunday of the year. 2 games with teams over 500 that are playing each other. And it's the Titans, Chargers, and the Giants, Commanders. I mean, right? Nobody cares. Nate, is this right? Do I not have, I've got to be missing this.
What's up?
Do I not have Minnesota Viking highlights in here?
Oh, no, this was just from yesterday's games. I can pull you. Let me pull those highlights up for you.
I thought they were yesterday.
No, they were Saturday.
Oh, God, that's right. I'm
They
sorry.
were Saturday.
I got them. Oh, yeah. Could you pull those up,
Yes.
please?
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
I mean, here's the weekend. God, that's right. Why am I thinking everything happened on Sunday? That's how crazy the weekend was. Let me give you some stats about the NFL here. Week 15. 14 games were played. 13 of them were within 1 score in the fourth quarter. It's the first week in NFL history with 3 17-point or more comebacks. Cincinnati came back, beat Tampa Bay. Jacksonville came back, beat them Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? And, of course, Minnesota's 33-point comeback over the Colts. 7 of the 14 games, half of them, were decided in the final 2 minutes of regulation or overtime. 5 games were decided by a game-winning score on the final play. It's the first week in NFL history, by the way, with 2 game-winning defensive touchdowns on the final play. Think about that. And by the way, that was before Sunday Night Football. That was before Sunday Night Football, in which the Giants beat the Commanders 20-12. I'm not here to say that the Commanders should have won that game, because that wouldn't be fair. But that was pass interference. That was 100% pass interference that they did not call. On top of that, Terry McLaurin today, I actually said it yesterday, quote, I checked with the ref to see if I was good the first time, and he was like, move up a little bit. So when I moved up, I checked to see if I was good, and he said I was good. And he's talking about being called for illegal formation that cost the Commanders a touchdown. I have no reason to believe that Terry McLaurin, who does not have a history of lying about referees, I have no reason to believe he was lying. It's not just the NBA that the refs are screwy. They missed a ton of calls. They missed that pass interference call. That illegal formation call was stupid. We already talked about the foot out of bounds for the Raiders. Many. But I remember waking up and watching that Colts Vikings game. And my buddy took the Vikings because he looked at that line and went, hold on, Minnesota's playing at home against the Colts and they're favored by 3.5? What? You get 3 points just for playing at home. You're telling me on a neutral field that'd be a half a point? The Colts are terrible. They're terrible. They're 4-8-1 going into that game. They've won 2 road games all year. The Vikings, 11 at the time, 10-3. They were 6-1 at home. 3.5 points. And then he called me in the first quarter and said, yeah, this is over. That was right around the time Deion Jackson hit the end zone.
Under center, Matt Ryan. Backing to throw. Lobs it in the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown by Deion Jackson. Touchdown. I-N-D-Y. Yes, sir. The Bluebirds out in full force on a Saturday in Minneapolis. The Vikings are getting housed at the moment. It's 16-0.
Yeah, 16-0. Soon to be 17-0 after one quarter. Shocking. 17-0 going into the second quarter in Minnesota. But you know what? You got punched in the mouth. You hit the ground. You hit the canvas. You take your standing 8 count. Of course Minnesota would get it together, right? Going into the half, we're going to have a whole different game, right?
Cousins out of the gun, backs to throw, stands in the pocket, throws it up, picked off by the Colts, 10-5, touchdown, defensive score, Julian Blackmon picks it up and carries it into the end zone, touchdown, I-N-D-Y, it is 29-0.
They'd hit the extra point. They'd kick a field goal. By the way, touchdown, I-N-D-Y, not feeling it, but maybe that's an Indy thing.
Did you hear during the beginning of that call? We're being hypercritical of calls this morning. Yeah. Did you hear that in the beginning?
No, let me hear it.
Cousins out of the gun, backs to throw, stands in the pocket, throws it up, picked off.
Yeah.
So call. That's what Lincoln Kennedy avoided. Yeah. I get it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
But you're not in the booth getting
I'm
paid
not a
to call the
professional.
game. That's
Exactly.
exactly right.
Exactly.
All right, so 33-0 at one point. 33-0 at one point. 33-0 going into the half. Kirk Cousins throws a meaningless touchdown to KJ Osborne.
Cousins shotgun, looks left, throws left. KJ caught, touchdown. Touchdown Vikings. It is KJ Osborne.
Okay, that's the Vikings call. I want you to pay attention here. Listen to his voice in this. They're just like, yeah, great touchdown, Red.
KJ caught, touchdown. Touchdown Vikings.
That sounds like an Indy call, a road call. Okay. How about C.J. Ham getting in the end zone?
Galvin floats out to the left, handoff seat inside the 1. C.J. Ham grinds himself close to the end zone. No signal. Touchdown.
Okay, so here we go. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win, but I'm the play-by-play guy, and I'm going to put a little bit of voice in my voice. Well, voice, my voice, you know what I mean. Okay, 36-14. Colts, third quarter. We go to the fourth. 36-14. Where has Justin Jefferson been? Oh, there he is.
Cousins back to pass, looks left, throws left, caught. Jefferson 5, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Okay. All right. I mean, there's still, 15 down, but you definitely heard that. You definitely heard that.
Vikings.
Yeah, listen. Touchdown. Okay.
There was some worry, too, about Justin Jefferson, I think, because he went down earlier in the game.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He came back in, caught himself a touchdown. How about old reliable Adam Thielen to really get things cooking?
Play action. Kirk throws to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Vikings. It's Adam Thielen.
Uh-oh.
And it's 36-27, Indianapolis.
The extra point would be good. Now the The home crowd's into it. There's no way you're coming back from 33-0 down in the third, right? Then Dalvin Cook gets a little drop-off screeny looking deal.
Cousins, 1st and 10 from his own 36-yard line. Back to pass, screen left to Dalvin. Turns it up outside the numbers to the 40. Gets to the 50. And he's loose! Dalvin 20 to the left. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook! Yes! Yes! A 64-yard touchdown!
I mean, just compare that to this.
Cousins, shotgun, looks left, throws left. KJ caught, touchdown.
It's the same guy. A quarter apart. 2-point conversion.
Cousins puts Jefferson in motion. Snap. Takes a handoff. Looks left. Looks center. Yes! It is T.J. Hawkinson for the 2. And we're tied at 36.
The relatively new T.J. Hawkinson coming over from the Lions, getting that 2-point conversion. They get a stop on Matt Ryan.
Ryan's under center. He goes to sneaking. And now they push him back. They pushed him back. He didn't get it. No.
Shut up, color commentator dummy.
He didn't get it.
Yeah, just, dude, let the guy do the call. Ugh, hate it. All right, game-winning field goal. Could it complete the biggest comeback in NFL history, or would we have a tie? Here's the call.
Snap spot. Joseph, right-footed kick. It is good! And the Minnesota Vikings have completed the greatest comeback in the history of the National Football League.
I'm not buying it. Sorry, because this was you earlier.
Cousins, shotgun, looks left, throws left. KJ caught, touchdown.
That was a quarter off. I want be who you are, man. I want the same excitement.
He was depressed.
He was very depressed.
And that's fine.
Very sad.
That's fine.
He was a sad pants. He was poopy pants.
He had a little something in his pants.
It was a little sad little poopy pants there. We'll take a break. When we come back, let's see. We're going to do World Cup here. No, we're not because of Russell. What we will do is look at the Kings road trip. How insane is Domantas Sabonis? And I mean his play as well. And a monster night for the reigning, defending, 2-time most valuable player, Nikola Jokic. We'll do that next.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. The only place you'll find Kevin Herter is Sactown Sports.
He scores the triple. Kevin Herter from downtown.
Hey, Sacramento. It's Kevin Herter, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
An evening with Third Eye Blind. Third Eye Blind. Live in concert in Sacramento. Playing a career-spanning full-band electric set and an extended mid-set acoustic performance. The venue at Thunder Valley, Friday, April 14th, 8 p.m. All new and all incredible. The venue at Thunder Valley. For tickets, visit thundervalleyresort.com.
Nick Cattle saying start your holidays right with the amazing Napoleon Prestige line of outdoor cookers from California Backyard. My Napoleon Stainless Steel Pro Series gas grill, it's turned me into a pro. Think outside the kitchen this year and cook your whole holiday meal on Napoleon Gas Grill. Napoleon, they are the grills built to last, all made with premium steel that boasts quality. Check out Napoleon Grills today at any of the 4 nearby California Backyard locations. Always the best in backyard living. California Backyards, check them out at Napoleon.com.
Kevin Harlan from Monday Night Football on Westwood One. Join me and Ross Tucker when the Green Bay Packers take on the Los Angeles Rams at Lambeau. Last week, Baker Mayfield took the reins as a replacement for the injured Matthew Stafford and led the Rams to an impressive and dramatic win over the Raiders. Now they face Aaron Rodgers and the rested Packers at Lambeau on Monday Night Football.
Get ready for the game with more details and preview at WestwoodOneSports.com.
So I switched to Boost Mobile and got this free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone.
Why do you think they call it the Galaxy?
Maybe because the Samsung Galaxy A23 has a huge screen, and galaxies are huge gravitationally bound systems of stars rotating around a supermassive black hole.
And the phone is free?
When you switch to Boost Mobile.
Cool. You lost me at gravitationally bound.
Switch to Boost and get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone.
Boost Mobile. Unleash your power. Limited time offer while supplies last. New customers only. Excludes tax. One device offer per line. Only available on certain networks. 5G not available everywhere. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
Here's to Prilosec OTC. Without Prilosec, I wouldn't be able to enjoy all this yummy holiday food. Speaking of, whoever made that apple pie, delicious. I just take one pill each morning and zero heartburn all day. So cheers to Prilosec OTC. Ooh, are those jalapeno poppers?
Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid that can cause heartburn, so you can enjoy the holidays. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
You know you need auto insurance. It's the law, but it can be tough to find coverage that fits your budget. California's low-cost auto insurance program provides affordable auto insurance that meets California's legal requirements. Learn more at mylowcostauto.com.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave here for Capital Casino. And the primetime football giveaway, it's back. They're giving away a total of $500 for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game, conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento, with plenty of well-lit parking and some of the best food in a friendly environment. For more information on tournaments and gaming, please log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. As always, 1-800-GAMBLER.
Santa's doing trucks at M&S Auto on El Camino, just off the Cap City Freeway. And nothing says happy holidays like a Silverado 4x4, Tacoma, or Wrangler from M&S Auto, the intelligent car buying experience. And with over 300 vehicles in stock right now, you can choose the truck you love today and bring home your holiday tree with it tonight. Trucks, Teslas, American muscle cars, M&S Auto Group, the intelligent car buying experience. MSAutogroup.com.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Got a take? Make sure it's a hot one.
Take a shot right now.
Call or text at 916-339-1140. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
We kept him waiting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tom Brady is maybe the greatest NFL player of all time. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that. I know that that's a hot take. And the fact that he was picked 199th makes it an even crazier story. Where do we sit with Nikola Jokic, who was not picked 199th, but he was a second-round pick? And he has won 2 MVPs.
Might as well be the same thing in the NBA.
I mean, I think that being picked in the second round and being, if you looked at like percentages, my guess is this: if you looked at percentages of people picked 199 or later in the NFL that have made Pro Bowls versus percentages of second round picks that have made all-star teams, I'll bet you they're fairly similar. I don't know that, but my guess is it would be fairly equivalent.
Kyle Shanahan's trying to fix that.
Yes, he is. And that would be a crazier story than all. But what Jokic has done with his 2 MVPs and what Jokic continues to do, there's no like real way to, I don't know how to describe what Jokic does. You look at him, I do not see some crazy toned, high-flying, powerful, super fast athlete. Okay? I don't think anybody does. He doesn't jump off the page. He's big. But Nikola Jokic, he always looks to me, and by the way, I'm an unabashed Nikola Jokic stan. Like, to be clear, if you're new, I love him. But he always looks like the guy at the gym who needs a breather. You know, his cheeks get super rosy. He always looks like his face is puffy, out of breath, mouth breathing. And then you look down and you go, oh, wow, he almost had a triple-double. Oh, he did have a triple-double. And, oh, wow, look at his numbers. So Nikola Jokic last night, 40 points, 10 assists, 27 rebounds. 40, 27, and 10. That's the best line of the year. It's the best line of the year. And I saw this interesting stat. Even if Jokic hadn't scored at all, he would still be the first person to have 27 boards and 10 assists or more since Will Chamberlain. 40, 27, and 10. Just real quick. Nikola Jokic this year, who I think most people, we're not thinking about MVP votes right now, but he is the 2-time reigning MVP. He's averaging 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. 25, 11, and 9. Last year, he averaged 27, 14, and 8. He's not that far off. And I would argue that his scoring is down a couple of points, probably because he's got Jamal Murray and friends back. And remember, the Nuggets were incredibly beat up last year. I don't see a scenario where Jokic wins a third straight MVP if for no other reason, whether he deserves it or not, no other reason because you generally will have voter fatigue.
Yeah, I think this is the same thing with Russell Westbrook a few years back, the triple-double for the second year in a row. People just didn't care.
Yeah, they just at this point, he's also a big man, though, averaging 83% from the line.
I mean, if the Nuggets were the number 1 seed and they were just dominating and, the story everywhere, maybe, but they're not. I mean, they're very good, but they're not the top tier.
Nikola Jokic for the month of December is averaging 31 points, 13.5 boards, and 9.3 assists a game. It's stupid. It's stupid what he's doing. And it's a blast to watch. And I would, not this week, but the following week, we're going to get a little bit of a fun post-Christmas hangout at Golden One Center because the Nuggets come in for a back-to-back. Tuesday and Wednesday, Kings Nuggets. I like these little mini 2-game series. And I've likened Domantas Sabonis to I call him Diet Jokic because he's not Nikola Jokic. Let's be clear. He's the closest at that position statistically to what Jokic does. A passing big man that you run the offense through that is pretty much a double-double machine and flirts with a triple-double just about every night. And it's going to be fun to watch those two play off of each other because it's like a photo negative, except one of them's, or mirror, I should say. Except, again, I fully acknowledge Sabonis is not Jokic, but again, he's the closest there. That's going to be a very fun, I think, couple of games in Sacramento, who are coming off of this road trip in which they had that comeback win over the Raptors, the 19-0 closeout against the Cavs, and then a comeback against the Pistons in a game where they had to outscore Detroit 38-23 in the third quarter and then by 2 in the fourth to take that victory. But were down 8 points at the half and even worse at different points during the game. That Raptors win, by the way, Toronto, I almost feel bad for them. They're now 13-15. They've lost 3 straight home games. The night after, or the next home game after the Kings beat them, they lost to the Nets by 3. I believe that was the Kyrie buzzer beater. Then they lost to the Warriors by 16 at home. I think maybe the Kings broke them. And we're going to get into this Kings homestand here at 8:13. I just, with a little bit of a segment left, I do want to point something out. It's something we rarely would talk about, and why would we on this show? We generally aren't going to have too much Orlando Magic talk, But I do want to acknowledge that the Orlando Magic are the weirdest story in the NBA that you may not be aware of. The Orlando Magic, who many thought, after getting Paolo Banchero even, were going to be right there in the Wembanyama sweepstakes. And maybe they will. But starting November 19th through December 5th, they did not win a game. They lost 9 in a row. They lost 9 in a row. Their final game that they lost, 109-102 to the Bucks at home. They were 5-20 on Monday, December 5th. December 7th, they win a home game in overtime against the Clippers, 116-111. Then they play Toronto back-to-back, December 9th and 11th, both home games. They beat them both times, 113-109, 111-99. Okay. Then they play Atlanta on the 14th. They beat Atlanta by 11. Then they go to Boston on Friday. They win 117-109 in Boston. Okay, maybe Boston was off. Who knows? Who knows what was going on in Boston that night? Boston pretty much had their full complement. Jaylen Brown had 26, Jason Tatum had 31, and they lost. Well, it happens. Everybody has stinkers. And then last night they beat Boston again in Boston. 95-92, no Jason Tatum. Rest of the team was there. You figure Boston would want a little bit of a revenge. The Orlando Magic, after losing 9 straight, have won 6 in a row. Remember when the Kings lost 4 straight and went on a 7-game streak? These guys lost 9 in a row and have now won 6 in a row. And guys, Clippers, Raptors, Hawks, Boston. Those are all quality and some elite teams. I do not understand this. In another scheduling quirk, since November 9th, they've had 1, 2, 3, 4 back-to-backs against the same teams. Indiana twice in a row, Philly twice in a row, Toronto twice in a row, Boston twice in a row. That's 4 2-game series in less than a month. It's a weird thing going on in Orlando. We'll take a break. When we come back, let's talk football, 49er football specifically, Brock Purdy and friends, what they did on Thursday and what they're going to do upcoming this week. It's Matt Barrows of The Athletic. He joins us in just a couple minutes.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, happy holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Sacramento area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com, 500 Capitol Mall, Suite 2060, Sacramento, California, 95814.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is Monday. You're out that door to a cool and foggy start. Look for some areas of locally dense fog as we head through the afternoon. A mix of sunshine and clouds with highs today in the mid to upper 40s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Plumbing, electrical, heating and air, everything that makes your home your home. With Bonnie, you sure got that covered. And right now, get your air conditioner tuned up for just $79. Originally $129. Bonnie.com. Bonnie.
Want a joyful and unforgettable experience this holiday season? Come help those in need and light the world through the giving machines. Now through January 2nd at the Galleria Mall in Roseville. Quickly and easily help local charities here in our community or global charities worldwide and make the Christmas season a little more meaningful for yourself and those who are in need. Feel the Christmas spirit and teach those you love that is more blessed to give than to receive. For more information, visit givingmachinessacramento.org.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs, but the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more, and you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
See details at AutoZone.com.
Carmichael Dave here, letting you know when the housing market shifts quickly like it has the last few months, having the right mortgage company on your side is crucial in this ever-changing market. We've got just that lender. It's my guy Shelby at United Wholesale Lending. Now you can check them out at refinancewithshelby.com. They're fast, they're local, and competitive. Shelby's team, as I've told you for years, is well known in the real estate market from real estate agents, title companies, appraisal companies. United Wholesale Lending will even get your offer fully underwritten and approved upfront so you can compete with the cash offers. With the increase in inventory, the market has shifted from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Buyers now have the opportunity to shop for the home that's right for them instead of settling for what was available. You can always refi as soon as rates come down. For United Wholesale Lending has alternative loan options like a 2-1 buy down. Refinancewithshelby.com. That's refinancewithshelby.com. NMLS number 279051. BRA number 01864354.
My mother owned Christmas. Well, not in a literal sense, of course, but she had an extraordinary way of making sure the holiday was perfect for her family. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa for Naturewood Home Furnishings. I'll never forget my daughter's first Christmas when every present under the tree was for my mother's first granddaughter, while the rest of us had to look in the spare bedroom for our gifts. Now, those memories always bring a smile to my face. My mother always taught, have a bit of Christmas in my home every day of the year. That could be a tiny happy Santa bauble, a sparkling memento on the wall, or a comfortable rocking chair. Naturewood Home Furnishings will help you find the perfect accent piece for every room in your home during their annual holiday sale, including unique mirrors, clocks, wall art, rugs, chairside tables, curios, accent chairs, recliners, lamps, and more. You'll find that perfect bit of Christmas for your home. The memories you make with your family will be with you forever. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
Check the game. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, KHTK AM and HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. Sactown Sports 1140. Sactown Sports headlines.
I'm Nate Littlefield. These are your Sactown Sports headlines. Crazy weekend in the NFL. 12 games within a single score of each other. On Saturday, the Vikings completed the biggest comeback in NFL history after going down 33-0 against the Colts. The Raiders would attempt to outdo them, however. On the last play of regulation, this happened.
Mac Jones hands it off on a draw to Ramondre Stevenson, breaks out of a tackle at the 50, has the 45, breaks away from another tackle, pitches it backwards, and now Jacoby Myers spinning around. He throws it to Chandler Jones in midfield, and a stiff forward. Chandler Jones racing towards the end zone. He scores! Oh my goodness!
Lionel Messi in Argentina would complete a miracle and win the World Cup yesterday against France in a game that would go to penalty kicks.
Gonzalo Montiel can win the World Cup for Argentina with this kick.
Yes!
And tonight, the Kings take on the Charlotte Hornets at the Golden One Center. The Hornets have lost 8 in a row, and the Kings look to make it 9. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. right here on Sactown Sports. Those are the headlines. Let's get back to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
Jay, hey, my headset's
Text or call the show at 916-339-1140. It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
916-339-1140 is your text line. Did we really did we switch over to UC Davis basketball in the middle of the Vikings? We have that Vikings game on Saturday?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing, man. Kings, A's, Davis. Let me explain. There wasn't like some guy who was like, I think this is better. Let's switch it. All right. We have contracts with everyone. Okay. And those contracts supersede things. All right. That's just every station does that. That is the flagship of a team. And so does not matter. You flip over. There's no discussion. There's no vote. It's brought up at the very beginning. I mean, it's not brought up. It's decided at the very beginning. That's just what happens. Doesn't matter what would happen. If there was a Kings game, if the Vikings were ready to convert the 2-point conversion to tie that game up at exactly whatever o'clock. If there was a Kings game, got to flip over. When we ran the A's, same thing. A's game, flip over. I mean, maybe the A's.
I think Kings take priority. I do a
Kings
lot of board
priority
offerings
over
for yeah, Kings take priority. I think Davis would be 2, the Raiders 3. Well, maybe the Raiders take. It might be tied Raiders and Davis, but since those are like our own productions, those are what. And we do have Matt Barrows coming up on this segment. He's not answering his phone right now.
Did you try both lines?
I have both lines.
Yeah, I gave you when I sent you the contact. I had 2 phone numbers.
Oh, at least you won.
Are you sure?
Okay, but he is coming from the Folsom Lake Honda hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. I'm only seeing one here.
Really?
Oh, you know what? Home. There we go.
Oh, there. Yep. Nate the Animal Littlefield filling in for Jay Mars, who is out sick today. And also Jason, who is on vacation as well. Jason will be back, I think next week. Just to give you an idea, we will be off Friday. I will be back on the I think the 4th, I want to say. Out on Friday, back on the 4th, and then there'll be some, I don't know, there's gonna be some combination of folks, beyond that.
Hey, Matt.
There's Matt. Did you hear that live on the air? Turn your mic off. Over under tonight, 240 on the Kings game. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's tough. Let me think about that. 240. Ugh. I mean, that's a lot of points, but still. I want to say I got to look at their last few meetings in the LaMelo Ball era, but I'm pretty sure those averages are around 250. But this is a new improved Kings defense. It's not what the Niners defense is, though. Joining us right now. This is me. Speaking of, last conversation I will have in 2022 with the lovely and talented Matthew Barrows of The Athletic. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. You say guys. Jay is out. Jason is out. It's myself.
You're flying solo to the North Pole this year.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Matt. I'm Nate. I'm the sub.
Yeah, that's Nate the Animal Littlefield behind the glass.
Nate the Freak.
Yeah, he's taking care of the buttons and all that. But
love it.
Matt, you and I have known each other a long, long time. In fact, I've said this often. I'll be celebrating my 20th year on air next year, and you are my oldest. And I don't mean by age, but longest tenured frequent guest. And you know I'm part crazy, especially about these Niners. And I want to confide in you that I'm very psychologically screwed up right now because they're so good, they're so dominant, they're so inevitable, and they also have the reigning Mr. Irrelevant that is running the offense. And I don't know whether just to get on board and ride this train or prepare myself for the inevitable heartbreak.
So you don't want to get your hopes up so high because you know that on paper at least there's a weakness at a very important part of the team.
Yes.
My advice to you is just let your eyes tell you what's going on, and he's been doing a tremendous job. I will say that the Seattle game, he makes a couple of throws, and they're easy throws because Kyle Shanahan has schemed the you-know-what out of this game. I thought that was Kyle Shanahan's best game, and there wasn't a lot of pop on the throws. And the throws were, slow. It was like Carmichael Dave was making some of those throws. Right. And I was like, oh, boy, that doesn't look good. But I think that's because he was dealing with this injury. But it also kind of underscores the fact that, okay, it is a rookie. He is dealing with an injury. He's not throwing the ball well. And they were still able – I mean, that game shouldn't have been as close as it was. It was a fairly comfortable win, especially in Seattle. My point being is that this team has lots and lots of strengths all over the place, one of which is they've got a good, smart play caller. So, I mean, there's a lot of ways to cover up if there is one weakness going into a game. They historically have done a good job of covering that up.
So I know that it's Thursday, so my memory, I would have known this Friday. I know there was the pick that was negated that Brock threw for a penalty, or a penalty negated a pick he threw right to the Seattle guy. Other than, And then, and as you said, I mean, the oblique thing. Now, again, I know you're not Dr. Barrows, you're Matt Barrows, but do they tell you, is this something that could improve in time? Is he going to be dealing with this all year, or does anyone know?
Shanahan said after the Seahawks game is that it won't be that bad for this upcoming game against Washington. Okay. So they've had 9 days to heal up, including him. So he should be more comfortable there, and more comfortable as the year goes on. Is it still bothering him for the Cardinals game and the finale? I don't know. But this is something that you see quarterbacks. This is my guess. No one has come out and said that this is the injury that he suffered, because they don't want the opposing teams to know. But I think it's the same sort of cartilage damage that, if you remember, Drew Brees had once in his career, Tony Romo had once, et cetera, et cetera. Makes it very painful, very uncomfortable. But these guys can play with it. And some of them can play well.
Matt Barrows joining us. And in his 2 starts, all he does is beat Tom Brady in a de facto home game for the Brady family. You're the reigning Mr. Irrelevant facing literally perhaps the greatest player to ever play the game, and you come out on top and then some. And then after that, all you do is you go up to Seattle and clinch the West in one of the toughest places to play. We were talking to Greg Papa Friday, Matt. There was, fourth quarter? And again, my mind is fuzzy. I apologize. You'll remember it. It was, I want to say, like 3rd and 5, completion to Johnson. They were backed up to like the 1-inch line. And that's really where I had said, I believe in Brock Purdy. Like, to me, that was low-key, maybe one of the most impressive things he's done. He just seems to have this poise that you don't see in rookies.
I totally agree with you. I thought that was his best series, and it ended in a punt. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know what went 6 plays or something like that. But they're on their 1-inch line, and I'm thinking, okay, this is where the conservative coach goes with the fullback dive or the quarterback sneak, just to buy yourself 17 inches of real estate there. But Shanahan doesn't. He calls a pass. That's the loudest part of the stadium, right there. I mean, it doesn't, in the NFL and sports, it doesn't get any louder than that. And they were at full throat. They smelled blood at that point. And that's how Seattle wins games, is that they can be sloppy offensively all game. They could be losing, but they'll get into these situations, and everybody in that stadium will have the same sense that, okay, this is where we feast. And I thought to myself, oh gee, this is going to be where the rookie stumbles. And then Shanahan calls a pass on first down, and it got batted down. It would have been a good pass. It was just a really good play by the defensive end. And now it's 2nd down. They do the run, and now it's 3rd down, 3rd and 7, and it's just a great pass. And this is a pass that did have zip on it. It was to Juwan Jennings for a first down. But then there was a throw on the next series, not the next series, the next set of downs, where he didn't have anybody open, and he threw a shallow pass, and the target was double covered. And he just kind of threw it at the guy's feet, turfed it. And it was an incompletion, and people will think, oh, what a bad pass. But I think it was a brilliant play not to let the crowd, the noise, the moment get too big and try to force something into coverage, because he has done that a little bit. This one was just, I'm just going to throw the ball away and live another day. And I just thought it was a very mature, another example of him being calm and collected, that, another feather in his cap. And I just thought it was just a brilliant, that was the drive you had to have right there. It'll be forgotten in the annals of Brock Purdy, but it was pretty good.
Well, to your point, too, you've heard coaches say this same here, that the toughest play for rookies and even veteran quarterbacks sometimes to make is 3rd and whatever, and you just throw the ball out of bounds and live to fight another day. Right. And he did that. It's that poise that I agree with you. Shanahan's scheming the hell out of it. You've got so many different weapons, Christian McCaffrey and friends that are helping him out. There's a lot of peripheral reasons why Brock Purdy is doing well. But Matt, you did such a beautiful job underlining it. It's just that poise and that awareness, the ability to roll through progressions that make fringe fans, not fringe fans, but worried fans like me feel a lot better.
Yeah, I interviewed Sean King, who was in this situation for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 1999, and that's what he said. The hardest thing to do was to throw the ball away, because here you are, you're coming in as this hotshot rookie. You've had lots of success in college. You were the man.
Yeah.
You had to make things work, and here you have. You're joining an NFL team that has all this talent, all these high expectations, and your instinct is to, you got to make a play. You have to make a brilliant play every play. But the hardest thing to do is to play conservatively and to throw the ball away and to make the safe throw. That's hard for a young person to do, but I think it's something that Purdy has understood really from the get-go. Like I said, there's been probably maybe one or two just awful throws per game for him that should have been picked off. And he's got somebody looking out for him because none of them has. But he's learning from those. And so I think that this is all, he's got a little bit of luck too, which is, probably the one thing that's not under your control. So far, so good. Getting back to your psychology, I'm very worried about it. Yes. I just say, just lean back and just kind of, go with what's happening.
Yeah.
It's been pretty impressive.
Well, and let's be honest too. Even if I protect my little heart, it's not going to make it any easier if they lose in the playoffs. So. You got me. I'll enjoy the ride. Matt, listen, you're always great over the years. You know how much I enjoy you. Best coverage of the 49ers you'll find anywhere at The Athletic. It'll be some combination of Jay and Jason or both next week. I'm back after the new year, so have a happy holiday, a great new year, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Sounds good, Dave. Talk to you then.
Take care. That is Matt Barrows. We'll take a break. When we come back, let's look at the Kings and Hornets. Let's do 3 in the key, get some predictions and more. Count to 60 seconds. It's a 1-minute break. We're right back. Don't go away.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Folks, there's been some fumbles on the way to the big game, but he's been getting some help to get it done tonight. Here's the throw. And he's off to the races. He might go all the way. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown. He did it, folks. He did it.
Regain and optimize your sexual performance. Drug-free and surgery-free. The Gainswave treatment will help you get that bedroom touchdown. See what Dr. Dan Botha and his team at Gainswave can do for you. Visit GainswaveCalgary.ca.
American Energy wants to make sure you and your family are safe this winter with a $49 furnace tune-up. Plus, if you're ready for a new one, get half off with American Energy's 50% off furnace special. With 0% financing and payment plan options available, there's no reason to keep putting off making your home safe, warm, and comfy for you and your family this holiday. Call American Energy today at 916-520-9990 or visit AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. 50% off furnace when you purchase a whole home HVAC system. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with other offers or specials.
The 94th most popular celebrity from Carmichael.
How popular do you want to be?
Meets a Celtics broadcasting legend.
Celtics are going to go for the win. Everybody here at Golden One Center on their feet.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
Kings Hornets tonight. Pre-game 6:30, tip-off 7 right here on the Sporty 1140 Sactown Sports. Want to give you a couple of interesting things here. Remaining strength of schedule. Now, these are always funky because we're still somewhat, the season's still young. But right now, Sacramento, the remaining opponents they have to face, 54 games left in the season. They are under 500, 496. They have the 11th easiest schedule in the NBA. And dare I say, I have not looked at every I haven't looked at everybody's schedule. I'm just gonna be honest. I haven't looked at everybody's schedule. But it would shock me if the Kings didn't have the easiest schedule over the next month. It would shock me a little bit if the Kings didn't, by a decent margin, have the easiest schedule over the next month. And that all starts tonight at Golden One Center. Now, somebody told me, we don't do betting talk here on the show because betting is bad, 1-800-GAMBLER. But I would say this. Somebody had told me that the line or the over-under was 240. Let me just take you through a little bit.
All hypothetical.
All hypothetical. Well, I mean, the over-under is 240. That's not hypothetical.
Yeah, but you're hypothetical gamble talk.
Last time the Kings played the Hornets, that was in Charlotte. That was on Halloween. And they won by 7.
Spooky.
Mm-hmm. Last December 10th, almost a year ago. That was a game here. Kings won, the Hornets won by 124-123. Ugh. Now, you remember one of the high points of the season, right at the beginning of the year last year, the Kings blew out Charlotte in Charlotte, 140-110. Excuse me, I flipped those around. That was at home. I apologize. They lost by 1 on the road. They won by 30. If you look at the last 5 games between these two teams, remember the over-under is 240, 223, 247, 250, 238, 253. That means the Kings have gone above 240 with the Hornets 3 out of their last 5 games. I'll tell you right now, if my friend were betting the over-under tonight, and he is not, he's staying away from this. Here's something quite interesting about this team. Vegas doesn't understand this team yet. They haven't really caught up, or should I say the bettors don't understand. Because the Sacramento Kings are second in the NBA against the spread at 18-10. Only Portland has covered more than the Kings at 20-10. And when you look at the over-under, here's the real interesting one. Only 4 more teams in the NBA have hit the under more than the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings have hit the under 55.6% of the time, the over 44.4%, because that defense is starting to grow a little bit, and the betting public generally believes that the Kings are an absolute sieve on defense. So if you're looking for betting trends, you're betting on the Kings to cover and the under pretty much every night until that trend ends, which, by the way, it might have ended on Friday. Just saying. So far this year, if you'd have taken the Kings to cover and the under for every game, you'd be up quite a bit. That being said, I would stay away from this game in general, and we switch from betting just to reality now. These are almost always weird games. These are almost always weird games when you return from a long road trip. You come home. We talked about this I did the post-game show Friday. We talked about this on the show as well Thursday and Friday. Last game of a road trip, first home game back, always strange games. And you saw that in Detroit. We talked about this at length Friday morning, that Pistons game worried the heck out of me. It worried me so much I took the Pistons in our 3 in the key because I wanted all the reverse jinx karma. And for a while, unfortunately, it looked like I was right. Thank God I was wrong. But they're always weird. They're always weird. The home games are weirder. Now, of course, there can be exceptions. Maybe the Kings come out and they blow the doors off the Hornets. They're favored by 10. They certainly should blow the doors off of this team. This is a bad Charlotte team so far this year, but do not let that record fool you. I'm not trying to say they're a playoff team, but I am here to say they have been very, very injured. They're now fairly full strength. They have lost 8 in a row. They have lost 9 of 10. But again, they're fairly full strength, and at full strength, it's a very competitive team that is capable of winning every night. As a matter of fact, last night, they lost to the Nuggets in Denver by 4. And Denver we were talking about Seattle and football having a great home field advantage. Denver has a wonderful home court advantage because of that elevation. And they're back to that full strength starting lineup of Ball, Rozier, Plumlee, Hayward, and PJ Washington. That's a lineup that has beaten these Kings. Well, not these Kings, but this team. Well, not this team. You get my point, Sacramento. So if I'm Mike Brown, I'm in the locker room. I'm talking to this team. I'm telling them all this stuff. You know what they say about first games home. You know what they say about back-to-backs and, Charlotte's coming in. And if you think we're just going to roll over this team, you're wrong. And it would not surprise me at all to see the first quarter score be, Charlotte 35, Kings 26 or something. It's just a matter of can they find their legs because they are a better team. And this should be their third win in a row tonight. By the way, fun fact for you, so you can sound smart at the water cooler. The Sacramento Kings have the second longest winning streak in the Western Conference. Excuse me. The Sacramento Kings have the longest winning streak in the Western Conference. They are tied with 3 other teams for the longest winning streak at 2. That shows you the parity that they have in the West this year. We'll take a break. When we come back, we still have 3 in the key to do. We'll see if we have time to get to the NFL as well. And World Cup. No, Russ ruined it for everybody. So we'll get to those other 2 things next. On Sactown Sports.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
There is beauty and there's uncomfort in owning an older home. The craftsmanship back then, the way they were built, the character, all have their positives. Now, on the other side, older homes need some love and some tenderness, and in our case, some help. Jason Ross here to tell you about the help we're getting thanks to ACR Solar. Now, you hear solar, and you know what? Yes, they do solar, but after years and years of living at our house, the time has come to get a new roof. Our old roof has done its job, but it is done. It's tired, and it looks it. So after doing the proper research and talking with several roofing companies, we landed on ACR Solar. They stood out from the first visit when Joe, their roofing expert, came out and shared his knowledge. We knew at that moment we were at ease because we were in good hands. Also, after our conversations with John, the owner of ACR Solar, that just confirmed what my wife and I already knew, that ACR Solar was the right choice for us. So we're so excited to begin our journey with ACR Solar. We're going to have a beautiful new roof, become more energy efficient, and have the peace of mind we're looking for. ACR Solar, 916-481-2700, or you can visit them at acrsolar.com.
Are pro football scores your thing? Well, Lasher's Elk Grove Dodge Chrysler Jeep Rams Big Guy Vince Bloom and Sactown Sports will pick 5 games to compare. Win a weekly Twin Peaks gift card and a chance at $50,000 at the Hard Rock Casino Resort at season's end. Visit the Sactown Sports website for details.
Who has the largest selection of golf merchandise in Northern California? The Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. It's the go-to store for golf bags, apparel, equipment, lessons, club fittings, novelty items, and more. With their low price guarantee, curbside pickup, complimentary gift boxes, and gift cards for your golfer, it's the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Add convenient online shopping and effortless after-Christmas return policy, and you'll see why the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop is the #1 choice for golfers everywhere. Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway or online at hagenoaks.com.
ATM Mortgage. When times get tough, you need a lender that gets even tougher. Hi, Jeff Tarbell with ATM Mortgage. We can still show you an affordable path to home ownership, and all you have to do is call 916-338-9400. That's 338-9400, or online at atmmortgage.net. ATM Mortgage. License under California CFL and MLS 223-4889.
Mega Chevy saves you an extra $2,000 off factory sticker plus. Big factory rebates on almost every new Silverado half-ton in stock with 2.7-liter engine. Find big red tag savings at megachevy.com. Find new roads.
Ends 1/3/23. Excludes ZR2 Trail Boss and Work Trucks.
Do you take pride in your holiday gift purchases? Or are you someone who just wants to get the whole gift buying ordeal over with? Hi, Doug Christie here, and I'm both. I do like giving great gifts, but I don't have tons of time to do so. So if you're like me, listen closely. Plus, I'll even save you 20% during the holiday season. I'm talking about Good Feet Arch Supports. Surprised? You shouldn't be. At last count, roughly 80% of all adults suffer or will suffer from foot-related pain issues. These tend to be active people and people working on their feet, anywhere from 35 to 64. Sound like anyone on your gift list? And during the holidays, when you buy a Good Feet Arch Support gift certificate, the Good Feet store will add 20% to its value. That's a 20% bonus free. And remember, Good Feet Arch Supports come with a lifetime warranty. So you're giving a lifetime of unmatched comfort, balance, and support. The Good Feet store in Sacramento, Roseville, Stockton, and Modesto, online, goodfeet.com.
Bonneville International Radio Station contests are open to participants at least 18 years of age and older that are residents of California and who reside in one of the 6 counties that make up the Sacramento metro area, unless otherwise specified. Employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or any entity associated with the contest are not eligible to win, unless the station otherwise specifies in its own discretion. Persons who have won in the last 30 days from a station contest or event may not be eligible. For a copy of the general contest rules, visit khtk.com.
Sactown Sports Headlines.
I'm Nate Littlefield, and these are your Sactown Sports headlines. Crazy weekend in the NFL. 12 games were within a single score of each other. On Saturday, the Vikings completed the biggest comeback in NFL history after going down 33-0 against the Colts. The Raiders would attempt to outdo them, however. On the last play of regulation, this happened.
Mac Jones hands it off on a draw to Ramondre Stevenson, breaks out of a tackle at the 50, has the 45, breaks away from another tackle, pitches it backwards, and now Jacoby Myers spinning around. He throws it to Chandler Jones in midfield, and a stiff arm. Chandler Jones racing towards the end zone. He scores! Oh my goodness!
Lionel Messi and Argentina would complete a miracle and win the World Cup yesterday against France in a game that would go to penalty kicks.
Gonzalo Montiel can win the World Cup for Argentina with this kick.
Yes!
And tonight, the Kings take on the Charlotte Hornets at the Golden One Center. Hornets have lost 8 in a row, and the Kings look to make it 9. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. right here on Sactown Sports. Let's get back to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Yes, let's. Animal.
The 94th most popular celebrity from Carmichael
How popular do you want to be?
meets a Celtics broadcasting legend.
Celtics are going to go for the win. Everybody here at Golden One Center on their feet.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
All right, get the music ready in a second. We're going to do 3 in the key.
Real quick, I'm trying on these reads. Are they any better?
Yes.
Okay.
You think I'm joking? I think a lot of people listen to radio, especially sports radio, and all they hear is yelling.
Yes.
It's just everyone's always yelling about something.
See, I bring it up. I did something narcissistic.
Oh, wow.
I was cutting the highlights for this show on YouTube the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It was the day after I filled in, and I happened to hear you and Jay talking about me.
Yeah.
And
God.
it didn't sound like Jay was too impressed or anyone else. And that's fine. That's fine. I get it. It was not good. So I took it to heart, and I want to try better. I'm not very good at reading.
I think you're great.
Okay.
I'm in your corner.
That's good. You're someone I want in my corner.
I have a lot of pull.
Yes, you have the whole city of Carmichael.
Yeah, all of Carmichael. Everyone's always yelling. Let's see. Is there yelling going on right here? I can't even get it. I was going to say there's I'm looking at the TV here. There's someone, this guy's yelling and that guy's yelling and that guy's yelling. And there's just too much yelling. You come in and you're like, hey, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what happened. And here's the other thing.
Argentina won the World Cup.
They won the World Cup.
Not a big deal.
Not everybody can be Andres Cantor.
No.
Okay. Speaking of, I don't see I haven't seen Russell in a while. I banned soccer talk from the show because Russell was getting snotty about penalties versus penalty kicks. He was getting snotty about it, so he ruined it for everybody. But in case you hadn't heard, Andres Cantor is the fantastic voice of soccer, I believe. I mean, there's others. There's fantastic European announcers as well. But Andres Cantor is the gold standard. And as Nate gets the theme ready so we can do our 3 in the key. Here's Andres Cantor. Lived in Argentina, moved as a teenager. Able to call Argentina's first World Cup championship since 1986, 2 years after Diego Maradona passes away. Here's the call.
Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina campeón del mundo. Argentina es campeón del mundo. Desde el cielo lo hizo Diego. Lo hizo Cuchufo, lo hizo el Tata, lo hizo Luque, lo hicieron ustedes, jugadores, que se ganaron el cielo. Argentina campeón del mundo.
Messi es campeón del mundo. No podía ser de otra manera sino sin sufrir. Argentina, la selección argentina de Lionel Scaloni es campeón del mundo. Argentina, campeón del mundo, bicho. Manolo, 36 años. Esperando, querido compatriota, que le griten a usted también en casa. ¡Argentina! ¡Argentina! ¡Es campeón del mundo!
Such a great call.
Imagine the G-Man crying when the Kings win the title like that.
I had a number of people that as I posted that on Twitter saying that's exactly what I expect out of G-Man. First off, he's probably going to call it just by the numbers, super professional. Obviously, emotion in the voice and all that. I would be mildly surprised if G-Man broke down. I think G-Man should be a blubbering mess. If he's on the call for the title, G-Man has been here since the beginning. He is slogged through. Gary Gerald is the Tim Robbins character from Shawshank Redemption that had to crawl through 500 yards of you-know-what smelling filth in order to come out clean on the other side. I want to see G-Man shirtless and arms outstretched to the heavens as rain falls down on him in the moonlight, just with a rebirth of life and emotion if the Kings ever win it. And yeah, dude, I'd love to hear G-Man just be snotty, spitty, blubbering mess when the King. I want to hear Henry Turner and Marsh and Jason and Deuce and them all just.
I might get on the mic. Who knows?
Just screaming in the background. Is there a Kings fan that hasn't, especially a longtime Kings fan? I know I have, and I don't. This is one of those times where it's good to have a show because I find out if I'm just weirder. Like, we've all had that dream, right, where we've imagined what we'd do and what the moment would be if the Kings ever won the title. Like, I've imagined that. Like, will I be at the game? Will I be at a watch party? Will I be at home with friends and family? What would the situation be, whether it's a 4-game sweep, a 6-game, a 7-game, whatever it may be? It's not a matter of will I cry? Oh my God, I'll be a 3-year-old baby. Like I will drive, my tear ducts will be poofing air by the end of the night. I might even have an adult beverage.
Wow.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. The hangover the next day would be ridiculous.
It's more of an emotional hangover.
Yes, exactly. But I feel like we've all had that thought. One time I actually had, and I almost asked G-Man if he would, I was going to do this segment on the air about 5 years ago. And it was like a really dark time, shockingly. And I wanted to ask G-Man if he would do a mock Kings win the championship call.
Oh man.
And I didn't ask him.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you can't ask him to do that. Like you can't fake that.
Yeah, that kind of made me cringe a little
bit. Right.
Just hearing it.
Right. Like it has to happen naturally.
Yeah.
And
if an outlet picked that up, like Bleacher Report or something, that would look bad.
I know, it would.
And it looks bad on G-Man too, which is not
right.
No.
Dragon on the chat, or no, his little brother. I'm sorry. Dave, would you rather have the Kings win the championship or the USA men win the World Cup? I understand the question. Yeah, it's not. Let me give you an idea.
I'm gonna get this going.
And then we're gonna go ahead. Let me give you an idea. I am a Kings fan, Republic fan, Niner fan, Florida State Seminole fan, Giants fan. Those are my teams. I would forego a championship for the rest of my life in every other sport I root for every team I root for, in exchange for a Kings NBA title. Like if basketball Jesus came to me and said, okay, I'm going to give you a title, and it's not going to be when you're 94 and you have like brain cell. Like it'll be like within the next couple.
And your prime, your fan prime.
Yes, but you're never going to see the Niners. I've seen the Niners win Super Bowls. I've seen Florida State win national titles. I've seen the Giants win 3 championships. I've seen the Republic win a USL. I'm good. I will forego the rest of my life any championships, including the U.S. and the World Cup. Although that'd be pretty dope. 3 in the Key, brought to you by Nate the Animal Littlefield. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready. So first question, right?
Yes.
Does De'Aaron Fox have a stat line of 23 points and 5 rebounds tonight? Better or worse than that?
Oh, we're going over under.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't do this one very often.
You're putting a twist on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because generally we just pick their lines.
Let's have fun.
Okay. So you're saying over under both of those? Well, what if he's over one and under the other?
It's got to be both. It's got to be both.
You said what? 23 and what?
5 rebounds.
Charlotte, I'll say over. It's going to be a high-flying game.
Does Davion Mitchell, well, I guess anyone on defense, keep LaMelo Ball? It'll be Davion on LaMelo, presumably, right?
A little bit.
Does he keep him under 20 tonight?
No.
No
LaMelo Ball have high 20s, low 30s.
Is he a Kings killer?
He has been. He's done well against the Kings.
Yeah.
That's for sure. From the 714, Nate brings a kind of energy that for him, I would walk through an open door for.
Whoa.
That's commitment.
Whoa, and I'd be holding that open door.
Yes, you would.
Because I'm a gentleman.
You're very chivalrous.
I'm a sweetheart.
We appreciate the listeners.
I'm a sweetheart.
All right, third question.
Uh-huh. Does Matthew Dellavedova play tonight?
That's actually a really good question. Because
Dellavedova.
Mike Brown's been playing Delly a little bit lately.
He has been. And I think he brings just the fire off the bench. I mean, he's one of those guys. He's a locker room guy.
I say this with all love and respect. I love that Matt's on the team. I'm totally good with it. Dude, that is like a Sean Marion ugly shot. I love dude, it's so like Tyrese Halliburton had a weird looking shot.
Yeah.
Still does. Delly's shot is Sean Marion levels.
He's less offense though.
Yeah, no, I know.
He's not
And by the way, he's a world champion, and he's had a wonderful career. St. Mary's.
And here you are, crashing a shot.
Dude, I'm just saying. He's a better shooter than I am, but I think I actually have better form than he does. No joke. I think I actually have better form. I couldn't hold a candle to him shooting. He's made it work.
Yeah.
But he looks like when my son used to shoot like 4 years ago when he wasn't strong enough to shoot an actual jump shot, so he had to kind of like come from the chest.
So you're saying Dellavedova's weak?
Wow, look at you putting all these words in my mouth. That's not great. You know what? And you have to have a clarity, whether it's talking in sports radio, for example. You have to have a clarity, Nate. Sports radio or when you're out on the mortgage market. And that's where my guys at United Wholesale Lending come in, my friend Shelby and everybody at refinancewithshelby.com. They can give you that clarity. They can tell you where the deals are. They can tell you where the deals are not as well. With the housing market all over the place the last few months, you got to have the right mortgage company on your side, and that's Shelby, and that's United Wholesale Lending. You get your offer fully underwritten and approved up front. By the way, some of you guys taking breaks, guess what? We're coming right back after this to end the show, so don't you dare turn the station. Don't do it. You can get underwritten and approved up front so you can compete with those cash offers. With the increase in inventory, the market has shifted. It was a seller's market. Now it's a buyer's market. That means if you're looking to sell, great. But if you're looking to buy, you can always refinance if you're worried about the rates as soon as the rates come down. United Wholesale Lending has alternative loan options like a 2-1 buy down. You can be pre-approved over the phone in under 15 minutes. They don't even have to rerun your credit. Oh, by the way, speaking of rerunning your credit, if you've already had it run by another agency, someone in Ohio, LA, or even across the street, shop your rate, shop your loan. Just call Shelby and say, hey, listen, this is what they're doing for me. Can you beat it? We already have your credit. You just need your score. They'll be able to tell you, yeah, we can beat that, or no, we can't. All in like a 5-minute phone call could save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. RefinanceWithShelby.com. That's refinancewithshelby.com. NMLS number 2795051. BRA number 018643454. Before we get to who's hot, who's not with Nate, I'm going to need you to rephrase that poll that you just put up. I need you to delete it and redo it, please. I'm going to make a command decision here. I rarely do. I rarely want to step into your world, but you committed a cardinal sin.
Can you explain to me what I did so I don't do it again?
I absolutely will. The poll says, will the Kings win tonight?
Yes.
And the answers are yes, of course, and yup. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, jinx?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's just forget that even happened.
Okay.
Please delete the poll and put a yes or no up there.
Okay.
When you get a chance.
What about a maybe?
No, I'm looking for definitive answers, and I think you are too.
My problem is I'm a huge fence sitter. No one wants to hear that.
Well, all your answers are yes, of course, and yup. There's got to be a no in there.
I'm just trying to be positive.
No, don't be positive. It's the Sacramento Kings.
I should know better. You're right.
Should know better.
Kings, yeah.
They're going to lose tonight.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to get trashed.
You got to go outside after the show and throw some salt over your shoulder. You got to turn 3 times and spit or curse or something. Knock on wood. Oh, my God. Where's my beam? You got to light the beam.
We got to go to break.
I thought there was no break here.
No, there's a break here.
What are you talking about? Is there a break here?
Yeah, I just didn't
It
put
just
it in.
says, I just lied to the audience. I said we were just doing United Wholesale Lending.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to break?
We're going to go to break.
How long's the break?
We got a little 3-minute break here.
Okay, well, count to 180. We're right back, and Nate's going to finish the poll on Sactown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. The place to tell you if the 49ers are contenders or pretenders.
It's a pretty big deal. I've been a fan of the 49ers since, 84.
Your home for 49ers news and talk. Sactown Sports, your local sports leader.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
If you hit it down the middle and still make more than your share of bogeys and doubles, it's probably your short game that's costing you strokes. Getting your chips and pitch shots closer to the hole will save you strokes with the putter. Let's take a look at how we can get you closer to the hole. The pitch shot is generally used from 20 yards out when you have less green to work with, fairway or rough or bunker to carry, and you need to have the ball land softly. The setup and swing are similar to the full swing with a slightly more open stance. The pitch shot typically uses higher lofted clubs like a sand wedge or pitching wedge. On a pitch shot, the ball will be in the air longer and will land possibly with some backspin, so it won't roll as far as the chip. It's important to keep your weight slightly forward and your hands ahead of the club head to promote a downward strike. Experiment with shortening your backswing to see how that affects distance. If taking your arms back to parallel produces a 50-yard shot, you can be confident with that on the course. Spend some time pitching and chipping to specific targets and watch your scores drop. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Rich Eisen here from Monday Night Football on Westwood One. Coming up from Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers host the LA Rams. The addition of Baker Mayfield last week led the Rams to an upset win over the Raiders. Can they do it again on the road, this time against the Packers? Join us on air and on the free live stream sponsored by AutoZone on Monday Night Football.
Get ready for the game with more details and preview at WestwoodOneSports.com.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800 1-800-9 with it. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
What's hot and what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Air and Solar, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company and second opinion partner.
Who's hot?
Frank Gore Jr.
Hey.
Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this?
You mean the clip?
No, just his stat line.
Oh, go ahead.
It was insane. He put up 329 yards on 21 rushing attempts and 2 TDs.
Yeah.
He was just an animal. He was hot. What's the video? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I'm looking for it. So he was doing a
the anti-chill thing. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I didn't see the video, but I heard it.
That sent me like he's doing a post game interview on TV, and all of a sudden you see this lady with pom poms coming up like yeah. He's like anti-chill.
Yeah,
which we've all been there. Here,
yeah.
I've got the audio off my phone.
Oh, this is good. Auntie chill. Yeah, that's good.
How many of us have had auntie chill moments?
Yeah.
Good for him. He's a real person like us.
Mm-hmm.
Who's not?
Who's not? We're going to go teams after playing the 49ers. They are 1-12. So after you play the Niners, you lose generally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They break.
They break teams.
You know, as the kids say, they're out there breaking fools.
Like you said, the Kings did to Toronto. They broke them.
Yeah, they broke them. Broke them off.
Broke.
What's that? Is that what? Does that
I don't
mean
know.
Something I don't know?
I think we should move
All
on.
right, news and notes right now, please.
Stand by on this frequency. It's time for the news of the day.
Thank you for ruining the show and dropping a steamer on my journalistic integrity.
Today's important headlines, intelligent analysis, hard-hitting interviews. Yeah, this is none of those things. Here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Oh my God, I love those guys.
I'll tell you who wasn't hot was Simone over the weekend because she was up in the mountains where it was cold. But she was still tweeting, which was nice. Hello, Simone. Are you getting on the mic? You grabbed the mic.
Am I up?
There you are. Yeah,
She's
you are.
up.
Hi.
Fun fact, on Saturday night, my friend Courtney's Christmas party happened, and a guy that I'm pretty sure was really inebriated came up, and he said that, he goes, hey, man, my best friend's friend, I don't know, my best friend, his best friend is you know who I'm talking about?
I do. Yeah. I won't say any names, but
I didn't either.
That party looked fun. Wow, you guys know how to throw down.
Let me tell you something. Courtney's husband, Michael, is like, he's actually Clark Griswold. The amount of lights, it was obnoxious, the amount of lights they had up. And what was it? Was it the Bills game was on? I brought a bunch of food to the party because that's the type of guy I am. I brought a half a slab of smoked salmon.
Nice.
I brought some deviled eggs. I brought some dips and all that. And then there was like way too much food there. So I just brought this duffel bag home of food.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you take your Tupperware?
I left some. I don't like doing that, but if nobody's going to eat it, then I don't want
salmon, dude, you got to take that home.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, I don't know how it travels.
Well, I'm glad friends making friends.
Yes, exactly. It was.
Did he speak nicely about me?
No, but I'll explain that off the air. Oh, he said some horrible things about
my stat lines.
It was Well, we were talking about Marvin Bagley's assists the whole time. Today's days suck, so I'm going to start with yesterday's days. National Twin Day. Do either of you guys know any twins? No. Do you?
I've been got by twins too, where it's like I didn't know they had a twin, so then I'm in one room with one of them and then go into a different room and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? I know a couple of twins, all lovely.
Nate?
I don't know any twins. Can't bother get to know any twins.
Keegan Murray's an identical twin.
That's true.
Hey, okay,
but I don't know Keegan. I don't, I
want to, since we're kind of in the circle of trust here.
Yeah, and it's only us three.
Fade that down real quick. I just want to say something.
Super serious.
Okay.
Twins kind of creep me out.
Oh boy.
They have powers.
I just like, it's kind of creepy that there's an exact, like, I'm talking about identical twins.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it kind of creepy that there's like a clone of
It's
you?
not creepy.
I think it's kind of creepy to me. Like there's two of that person.
It's fascinating. Look
It's
at biology.
fascinatingly creepy. It's like, here's you, and oh my God, there's you too, but you're not you.
Replica.
You're the other person. Like, imagine having an identical twin.
Gets you ready for the Clone Wars in a couple years.
What, like Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, music back. I feel better now. That's kind of creepy. It was National Roast Suckling Pig Day.
Oh my.
I think suckling pig is kind of creepy.
What's a suckling pig?
It's like a little pig that you
the
on the
live
spit,
one? With the apple in it?
A live one?
Yeah.
No, not a what? Not a live one.
Never mind.
Fresh pig.
Yeah, we're just gonna grill it live.
We
We'll
do
grill
that
it
with
live.
crabs. You do that with crabs.
Nice.
We
nice
boil them.
And that was yesterday. Today's stupid. Today is National Oatmeal Muffin Day.
Whoa, not even oatmeal day or just muffin
Don't tell
day.
Ryan and Sacktown with the
Right.
oatmeal.
I guess. Today's also National Hard Candy Day.
Old people are stoked.
I mean, I'm not indifferent to some heart, Werther's Originals get a bad rap. Like, they're fine.
Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers are fine.
They stick to your teeth.
They do. They're like the milk duds of hard candy.
And they can they start to become shards.
Yeah.
It gets crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
good.
I like a little
crazy.
danger
I'm
in
good.
my candy.
No.
I'm crazy, Dave.
You are. You're crazy.
I'm out of
Nate.
control.
You are absolutely out of control. By the way, a couple of notes before we get to celebrity birthdays here. This is the first. Oh, is it me versus Simone? It's
You can see it probably. I'll just ask you.
No, I'm so trustworthy. I'll turn around this way.
Okay.
I'll look at the wall.
Hey,
All right.
Simone, did you see any of the birthdays? I know you're trustworthy.
Yeah.
You did?
I came up here. I was going to help with it.
Oh,
But believe you me, I can get some things wrong from time to time.
Yeah.
Why? Hold on. I haven't even checked. Did Bagley have 10 assists?
You better stop.
This is the first time since 1976-77, the Nets' very first season in the NBA, that both the Knicks and Nets have active win streaks of 6+ games at the same time. That's crazy. Crazy,
Yeah.
Nate. The original
That's crazy,
mechatronic model of the of E.T.
Mhm.
that they used in the movie
Yeah.
E.T. It sold over the weekend.
Oh my God.
I was
More
like
or
playing
less
these
than the
with together.
Pacific Division banner. What do you think?
A little more.
Okay.
Give me a guess. What did the original mechatronic model of E.T.
1.5 mil.
1.5 mil?
No. Give me 15.
15 million?
15
Yeah.
million?
Little.
Some weirdo like Drake is like, I'm going to have this in my house and chicks are going to love it.
Well, guess what?
Chicks are gonna love it.
Chicks are gonna love this mechatronic. Hey, baby, you see this mechatronic ET model? That would be creepy, to be honest. Square against the circle, Nathan. $2.56 million. You were a little bit off. What happened? There's their music. Chandler Jones' fumble return was the second go-ahead defensive touchdown in the final play of regulation in NFL history. The other was by the Patriots defense in 1960, a 52-yard fumble return by Chuck Shanta. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
Incredibly hard to believe.
That's
hard to believe.
It's from the New York Titans that eventually became the Jets. Celebrity birthdays.
We got Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal is 49.
50.
41.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, he's young.
41?
Good looking guy.
Yeah, okay.
Alyssa Milano.
Melissa. Melissa Alano is 51.
55.
Here's a hint. Football team. 49.
She's 49ers.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay, we
All
got about 15 seconds
Yeah.
here. Let's go. Yeah, we don't really have anyone else. So that's probably it.
What a wonderful way to end.
Yeah.
Jay Mars, we think we'll be back tomorrow. Jason Ross is, of course, on vacation. Well done. Well done today, Nate the Animal Littlefield. Simone coming in and
Yeah.
definitely giving us some much-needed relief pitching in the bottom of the ninth. So for those two, I am Dave for Matt Barrows. Jim Rome is next. Enjoy the rest of your broadcast day. Go Kings, light the beam. Bye-bye now.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
You hear the phrase a lot this time of year, happy holidays. But holidays are not always happy, particularly for guys grappling with a divorce that they didn't choose. These men need more than the help of a good lawyer. They need the hope and encouragement of a good friend.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Sacramento area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com. 500 Capitol Mall, Suite 2060, Sacramento, California, 95814.
Folks, there's been some fumbles on the way to the big game, but he's been getting